Boom. What's happening, everybody, man? We are live and in effect, you know what it is. You know what it should be. Hopefully, you know what it would be. I don't even know why I said that. It just sounded like it was fitting for the moment.
Yeah, sounded
But
appropriate.
yeah, I just be trying to feed time. But let's just get to this introduction so we can knock this out of the park like I try to always do. This is the Ish We Talk. I am the host. The again, as I talk, I will say the same thing. I want to make a name of myself. I am the cool smoking, joint toting, beer sipping, crazy MO that you see right now, Lily. I am accompanied by the do all be all of this show. I promise to y'all, if it wasn't for her, we could not get this thing popping. I want to give all acknowledgement to my co-host and the man behind the curtain, Lindsay, or
Well,
woman behind the curtain, Lindsay.
yeah, thanks. Sounded awesome. Hello, everyone.
And again, this is the Ish That We Talk. And if you follow us and you listen to us regularly, you can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. I have talked enough where 2 minutes is over. What the fuck is everybody doing in the building, everybody? I am so glad that I am able to talk shit with the world today. Last but not least, man, the rookie of the year, Breezy Bree. Hopefully she'll show up. If she's not, I'm gonna give her acknowledgement because that is a part of this trifecta that makes this shit work.
Yep, absolutely.
So what's been
Absolutely.
going on, Lindsay? How's your health? How's your wealth? You know how I do.
Everything's fine over here. Can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm okay, man. I'm dealing with this bum knee. I've been dealing with this bum knee for about a couple weeks now, but I've been trying to get back on it. A little training every now and then, moving around, trying to get my workouts back at it. But other than that, man, everything is what it should be for what it is. You feel me?
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, it could be worse, you
It
know.
very well could be. I'm not complaining.
Right, right.
But if
So,
anybody listening to this that knows, I don't know what it is. My shit keeps swelling. They say it's not arthritis. I'm glad because I'm too young to have arthritis. But I don't know if I done tore something or whatever. But my job is very physical, so I think it was just one of those things that happened in my job, and I'm just working it out.
hmm well, it's definitely you're definitely not too old to have arthritis because I have arthritis. So, yeah,
No shit.
yeah, I have arthritis in my knees.
No. So is it just stiffness?
Um, it can be swollen. It can be like it feels like it's water around your kneecaps sometimes. So yeah.
As of now, like if I don't wear my brace, man, I feel like a slight pop every now and then. So I don't
Yeah.
know what that shit is.
I don't know what that is either because I've been having that. So but I was born with my knees an inch out of place. So I was gonna have knee problems, period. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm bow legged as fuck. So if anybody see me, you would assume I'm sagging and my pants are not. So I don't know if it's just a product of just me being bow legged. That's probably what it is. If I push my knees together, my motherfucking nuts will pop. Like that's how
Oh
fucked up
wow.
my shit is.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, I'm a bow legged nigga. I was sexy in the 7th grade, but now as a grown man, I'm like, man, this shit look like I jump off a horse every day.
Oh wow. That is hilarious. I don't mean to laugh at your ailment, but that's hilarious.
It is what it is. Hey, listen. All you young niggas is bow-legged. Bro, look at me. Look
Oh
me
man.
dead in the face. I'm telling you, my nigga, I am in my late 30s, about to be 40, and my knee feels like it's heavy as fuck. Like I don't feel a lot of pain, but sometimes it feels like it's another fucking leg there. Like I'm carrying fucking 4 legs instead of 3. Like this shit don't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. The joys of getting older, I guess. If you want to call it a joy. But it is what
That
it
shit
is.
ain't no joy. Like it's all hunky dory until you got to get on your knees to do something. And you like, nah, I can't do that. Like,
Right. Right. Remember
like,
back in the
fuck
day
it.
when it was
I get
no
on one.
yeah, something is up under the TV stand. It was no problem to get on your knees to get it. Nowadays, it's like, do I really need it?
Man,
So,
listen.
yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to hit my girl from the back. I bet I got on my knees and I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna have to just stand up for this. Like this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This gonna throw me off.
Like this is not pleasurable at
It's
all.
like, yeah, you can't feel good and feel bad at the same time. Like, what the fuck?
Hell no.
Hey man, this is truth, people.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth.
The real raw.
Real rap raw, baby.
Oh, geez, Louise. All right, well, let's get into these topics. All right, so, what are we going to talk about first?
Oh man, let's get this succubus out the way.
You are not going to keep calling her that.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna call her that for the rest of my life.
You can't.
Just because of what she did.
Can't disrespect a young queen like that.
What queen?
Oh, please. Come on. She is sticking it to the machine. You got to give her props for that.
You give her props for that, but that's not a queen. That's just a product of the system that defunct away. That means you still a negative factor. You're still a part of the system. That's just like if Poison Oak and Poison Ivy got together and all of a sudden Poison Ivy said, oh man, I ain't fucking with this shit, and moved on to another fence. Bitch, you still Poison Ivy.
Okay. Sometimes you got to be Poison Ivy to fight Poison Oak.
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
For this situation, yes. For her life, no. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, this is how I feel. And I mean, I don't want to disrespect nobody when I say this, but with all due disrespect, when your mama ain't shit, and that's your main person you learn from, you ain't shit either.
That mama. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a whole different beast.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. If your mama ain't shit, I don't give a fuck how many degrees you got, how many motherfucking businesses you own, how many people that like you. You ain't shit either.
Yeah. All right, I give you that. For anybody that doesn't know who we're talking about, we are talking about Miss Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, and her court case with the Kardashians. So it's an update because we talked about this before. They are deliberating. The jury's deliberating right now, and the defamation part of the case that she had against Kim Kardashian specifically, Kim Kardashian has won. I don't know if anybody doesn't know this already, but it is extremely hard to have a defamation case and win. So for Kim to win the defamation part is not like unlikely or unheard of.
Right.
So
and it's kind of easy for Kim if you really think about it, because unlike everybody else in the family, she really did on a sneak follow her father's footsteps. This bitch got a lawyer's mental, and she fucks with good lawyers. So don't get it fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure they get sued on the daily for various things. You know what I'm saying? So they keep lawyers on retainers for situations like this, even though they have gone through a few lawyers on this case. But it's nothing to billionaires to get a lawyer. So
yeah, and I'm gonna drop lawyers too if my daddy's a lawyer, so I know the game a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm a peep incompetence. And I'm gonna get some niggas to fuck from around me.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, hold on. Brianna's having an issue with the link. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. But you know, to just piggyback on that, like, so that's not uncommon. The truth of the matter is about this case, from what I've been seeing, is I think they did not blackball her, but derail her off her shit, and I think she will she'll get a little bit of money. She ain't gonna get what she asked for, but she'll get a little bit of money. At the same time, it'll be a fraction, because man, that bitch did some wild shit.
Well, this is the thing, because the lawsuit mainly is because they didn't get a second season, which they were greenlit for a second season of the Blac Chyna show. And they have evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence proving that even though the Kardashians do not technically have the leverage to pull the plug, they use their influence and they use their muscle to pull the plug. Hey. So
crazy.
with them doing that, it's showing that yes, what she's suing them for, she can very well win.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, and their rebuttal to it is, oh, we was trying to get our brother out of this toxic relationship. She's done this, she's done that, she's done the third. But at the end of the day, she could have did 1,000,001 things. Y'all stuck y'all asses into a situation that did not involve y'all, and now y'all got a lawsuit because of it.
Exactly.
For whatever reason y'all want to come up with to stop this show, you stop the show.
Yeah.
And therefore, you are getting sued. You are liable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can slander that girl till the cows come home. But did you do it, yes or no?
Yeah.
You did it.
Y'all did it. And a lot of you bitches is worth $1 billion. So y'all can give this bitch some change.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like,
and let's just keep it 100. Rob wanted to get from up under you niggas anyway. So if
that's why
Blac Chyna was really a loyal bitch and was really down for Rob, I was about to call him Black Rob. That's a whole nother nigga. Shout out to Black Rob.
R.I.P. to Black Rob. Yeah.
Man, but if Chyna was really loyal to Rob, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because he would have did what he was what he wanted to do, which was get up from up under his mother and his sisters.
Yeah. Which in a way he kind of did with this, but he played it wrong.
Thing was spiteful. That whole little charade, that whole little facade, because that's what it was him being spiteful, trying to make his mamas and his sisters mad. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. He played it wrong because he got caught up. She played it wrong because she did not get the papers. She got a ring, but she did not get the papers.
Exactly.
And she got the revenge back because she had a baby by your brother.
But she should have got married.
But she should have got that money.
What she should have done was she should have legally became Angela Kardashian. That's what she
should have did. That
should have married him. She should have married him.
That's my thing. That's what I was about to say. She should have been Angela Kardashian. She would have got $30 million to shut the fuck up, and we wouldn't even hear about this.
Exactly, and she can keep being a deadbeat mama and making him take care of their
Exactly, because
baby.
she's a total deadbeat. This succubus bitch. This succubus bitch is gonna get some money though.
Oh yeah,
Because
she is.
at the end of the day, you bitches,
Stop
all
her
you bitches
bag.
ain't right. That's just me, in my opinion. I'm just a lonely nigga out of Kansas City. But from what I see, none of you bitches is right. Not a one of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I'm in agreement with that because uh I mean their lifestyles, their livelihoods, what they showing us, we see it don't go well for them. And they all, I mean, how you know how much of a blessing it is for you to have two kids as billionaires?
man,
And then the rest of your kids is in the hundreds with their money, 100 millionaires, 50 million.
Right. That's unheard of.
You know what I mean? So, and they got all that money and they shit still don't play out
yeah, they go through broke
like
nigga
you what you
problems
would think.
being billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
if I'm a billionaire, I'm not about to be arguing about some nigga that's stalking me. I got
Exactly.
$1 billion. He got billions. I got billions. I got enough to keep this nigga the fuck away from me. But I
Yep.
keep it going
Mm-hmm.
because this shit makes what I do for a living work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That shit's crazy. Like, so ain't none of you bitches right at the end of the day. And y'all gonna end up giving a succubus bitch a little bit of money. And I
But
mean, that's
I'm
cool.
not mad at her for that because
Yeah, I'm
see,
not mad at that bitch either.
I'm not mad at her for it because y'all was dead ass wrong to hook her baby daddy up with y'all's little sister. That was wrong.
That was wrong as fuck.
Yeah,
That was absolutely wrong.
that was that was.
Why y'all hooking him up with a taken man that got a kid? Y'all starting her off wrong. What the fuck? Like that just don't even
Exactly.
make
Y'all setting her up to be a baby mama, which she is,
sense. Yeah.
with
I
that
just don't
$1 billion.
what type of motherfucker deal with these deal with a nigga that y'all know ain't shit,
Yeah.
and then y'all throw him on your brother.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the sister wasn't enough.
Right. Right.
Like
Like
damn, y'all seen the trifecta happen, and this is when it comes to a situation where I'm like, damn, even family ain't family no more, because at the end of the day, they just look at each other like business ventures.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's turned into. You know what I'm saying? Ever since
That's exactly how they looked at now. Everything's a business. The mama done got them so money hungry that everything is a business now. Anything they do is gonna revenue money, which I ain't mad at. But yeah, it's no sibling relationship because all that shit was whack.
mm-hmm.
Everything that took place. That's why I'm not mad at her. Yes, she is a deadbeat mother, and I don't agree with it. But at the same time, get that money because they stopped your money. They
Yeah,
had no business doing that. None.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I mean, it's a stupid, unfortunate situation. When they should have just gave the girl the damn season 2. Because, like we said last week, there have been reality shows where the couples have broken up and they continue with the reality show. Like that's
exactly, with
not
no
unheard
problem.
of. You know what I'm saying? And there have been reality shows where motherfuckers is toxic. You know, that's not unheard of either. What's unheard of is that these people, you know, put themselves into a situation where now they gotta pay. And that's just what it is. So again, they're continuing the deliberation. So we'll see. Probably next week. We'll see what the outcome is. But we rooting for you, China.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I
I was
am.
about to say, man,
It's
with
all out of spite on some other shit.
yeah, with real hesitation, man, I really do want this bitch to get a little bit of money.
I mean, because at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And however you feel about Blac Chyna, she's right at the end of the day.
No, she is right. I mean, she deserves, if she wasn't, I didn't feel like she deserved it, I wouldn't agree, be on
Mm,
her side. She deserved it because they shouldn't have, like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. I know we about to wrap this up, but they should not have hooked that little girl up with her baby daddy, and they was friends.
Yeah, right.
That
Like,
mean you bitches had me bring my nigga around so y'all can Porsche him, because that's what y'all did. Well, Kylie Jenner him, because that's what you did.
well, not even that. Like, y'all was around me. Y'all was sucking the black blood out of me, like
Yes.
vultures do.
Yes. Getting
You know,
all my swag, trying to stake out whatever little bit of woman I am and copy it and double it and sell it. And then you hook your little sister up with my nigga.
and you toss both of us to the side because you
Your
saw
little sister too. Like,
yeah, baby.
let's not get it twisted. Like, this shit had to be in secret because this bitch was 16.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
The baby sister. You know what I'm saying? And we see how that machine does, because look at what they did to Tiger when they was ready to toss him to the side.
Made this man get a hair transplant, had his hair falling out.
Like putting out all these narratives about how broke he is and this, that, and the third, where his albums weren't even selling. His albums was going wood.
Yes, they would. That was Nick Cannon. They wasn't doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
Hold
Shit,
up though.
like all that kind of stuff. Like,
that's exactly what happened. But shout out to Tiger for revamping himself.
Oh yeah, shout out.
And coming out with banger after bang. Like, he didn't come out with great albums. That nigga came out with banger after banger as far as singles, and now he don't give a fuck.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily say all of his singles.
All the narrative about him being broke, about him this, about him that, all that shit stopped as soon as he stopped fucking with Kylie. That shit stopped.
Yep, he did.
You know what I'm saying? And he came out and talked about it too. Like, he went to the Breakfast Club and they tried to, press him about all the salacious shit or whatever. And he was just like, it was that machine. Like, that's what it was,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And that machine was like running nonstop, trying to ruin his life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And he doubled back and slapped his agent dick on top of the head. Like, wow. Wow.
Lord.
Wow. Single after single. 2 million here, 3 million here, 5 million here, 10 million worldwide. This nigga start fucking these niggas up.
Right. And the machine is so tough, they really had you questioning if you were really a Tiger fan at one point. Like, they really had you thinking that you was whack for being a Tiger fan.
Yeah.
I never thought I was whack for being a Tiger fan. I like the Tiger when he was not on Young Money, when he was just a regular nigga. I think his label was GED.
When he was ruling the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got to they got to remember that this little half-aged kid from Plamonta was like destroying the rap game as far as being a lyricist, and he was young.
Yeah.
Like,
and
now he just do commercial rap.
Yeah. And that's what people don't really realize, is that he kind of solidified Young Money being a big force to reckon with. Like, I mean, of course, we already had Wheezy, but you know how people look at record labels that are owned by artists. But once Tiger got on there, that's when they really solidified themselves. Like, it wasn't Drake or Nicki. It was Tiger.
It was a big deal for them to get Tiger back then, because he was on the underground circuit. He was a young lyrical dude. Like, motherfuckers used to say his lyrical prowess was dope. I ain't gonna say it was, but as far as his level as being 17, 18, doing tours with these real lyrical motherfuckers, I okay, I give him that. Because he was doing it.
Yeah. But that machine fucked over some years. If I was him, I'd try to figure out a way to sue him myself. Shit.
I just think you need to leave them alone, let that witchcraft go, and let them go on about their business.
Yes, because you don't even think, honestly, you don't think about that relationship when you think of Tiger.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's how much he revamped himself. And he revamped himself on a good level, because anytime, I don't give a fuck how much money anybody think Tiger has. Anytime you can pay fucking $37,000 for your kid to go to school. Oh, you way better than me, my nigga.
Right, and your kid under 10.
You
Right,
feel me?
college.
You feel me?
Broke to what the average person, but I didn't think he was broke back then. And or when they were saying it, I've never been a super duper fan of his like that, but I've liked some of his music and
I had
everything.
the first album.
I don't. I do not.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know he had one song seemed like, oh, that Rack City that got on my nerves. But shout out,
The album I had that had Rack City on it.
that blew him up because that's all you heard.
Yeah,
Rack
and
City.
then that's him that says, is it mustard on the beehole? Is that him that say that? Or him that says, no, I think that is him that says mustard on the beehole.
Mm-hmm.
YG.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, that's YG.
No, I think that's him.
YG.
Look it up.
No, it's YG. I'm not. It's YG.
No, I remember them saying it was Tiger.
It's not. It's YG.
All right.
YG said mustard on the beehole.
Yep, because YG and Mustard got into it, and YG said you never paid me for doing your mustard on that beehole. That's me.
Okay, shit. I mean, you know some shit I didn't know.
Yep.
Yeah, I always thought it was Tiger that said
I did.
that.
Yeah, I heard that shit too. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm with Lindsay. I heard that shit. I heard Tiger did that.
It is YG.
Like, nah, the situation you put in, it makes sense though.
I mean, it would make sense for it to be YG, but when him and Mustard was going back and forth, I thought he was talking about his early stuff, that he didn't pay him for his early stuff.
He said you never paid me for that mustard on a beehole. He's like, that's me. I don't get paid for that. Ain't got paid for it. Not to mention some other stuff he was saying he didn't get paid for.
Damn.
I thought it was Tiger too, but it's YG.
Yeah, I did. I swear I thought it was Tiger. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, damn. I mean, I would think, if you know what I'm saying, like, I wouldn't want no money for that. Like, I don't know. Unless I'm trying to trademark it. But them niggas I ain't trying to trademark that unless you blow up.
You hear the lighter with Wayne? We know mustard on the beat is and he.
Yeah, it's his tag. I get it.
Like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you just, yeah.
Right, just like Young,
I'm
Metro
a
don't
Wayne
trust
fan.
you, I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, like that's
right.
He couldn't, because if we hear that mustard on a beat, I was good on. That's the way it was. The way it was, he was good on.
Yeah, but it's way more mustard on the beat.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the go-to, right?
That's your go-to, Brie. I wouldn't even own that one. My mind on. I had so many mustard on the beat. Hope like
right. Mine is Rack City. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rack City is one of them.
Right. But I ain't mad it needed me. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Very good.
Yeah, that just went my go-to. Yeah.
Shut up, yeah.
My girl in the background talking about period. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, she with you all the way, Brie. Like, fuck yeah. That's what you think about. Fuck the rest of them niggas, man.
Right. You need
me. Don't you need me, nigga? Right. Say you don't need me, nigga.
Right.
Walk out this bitch right now.
Right. Matter of fact, I'm about to play that right now.
Right. That's all you gonna hear for the rest of the night, you dumb motherfucker.
Right.
You me. Man. You were just another nigga on the hit list. Pussy, you just treated me good and did shit for me. That's why I'm here.
Aprio and a couple other people that she was messing with. I said, ooh, that's what I heard. But I don't know how true it is.
Oh yeah, he threw her a birthday party. But we're going off topic. Yeah.
We do that. That's what we do.
So yeah. So shout out to Blac Chyna. We hope she pulls through, gets a nice amount. We know ain't gonna
get this bitch a little bit of money, man. So she'll stop ruining these regular baby mamas mental when she say dumb shit like I had to sell 3 cars. Bitch, you will never sell 3 of my cars. I don't give a fuck if they don't run. Don't, like, you just like, let's get her some money so she just shut the fuck up.
That was the dumbest tweet on earth, but what else? So next up, let's talk about the Meg The Stallion interview.
Oh,
Um,
I did not watch it all, so I don't know
Yeah.
everything that took place.
You didn't watch it all? It was like
it
12
was like
minutes.
12
Tracy.
minutes.
Did not-
Bree, you be having some real shit going. I'm gonna have to hang out with you because you be on business. Like, it's got to be because nigga, if you ain't got 12 minutes to spare, god damn, I need to be on your level.
Right. Like I gotta get to these M's.
What you talking about?
Damn.
What you talking about, baby?
Listen, shout out to Bree, man. God, boy, I'm gonna call you Business Bree from now on.
So I had shit to
Ah,
do.
But I didn't
Man.
watch. Don't do me, because y'all know damn well y'all barely made it through that mug too.
It was entertaining for me. I didn't have to make it through it.
You know what? I feel you, Bree.
Or so I was like,
I did have to make it through it because I just feel like she the narrative she was putting herself in, because Meg has never came out as being a victim. Like her whole career, when we got to know Meg was never a victim of anything. She was always like leaping over statistics. And so for this interview, she really backslid herself into being like the victim to, oh, what was me because
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, of shit. Like that's what I was like, damn, like that ain't I didn't think she would come in an interview like that.
Okay, but the lady has been shot. Like, why can't she be a victim? That's the problem.
No, because that's not what I'm talking about. And I say it all the time, and I don't mean no disrespect for this, but you know, her name is Meg The Stallion. A stallion is a horse. She did get shot, and I keep saying she got shot in her 2 hooves. Period.
You and this other guy that I watch just calls them hooves.
This is real life. She got shot in her hooves. So
but she got shot nonetheless. Like, oh my god.
No. Let's hear me out.
Okay.
She did. So, when it's all said and done, yeah, if Tory did it, he should be held 100% accountable for that. My thing is, if you came out like she said in the interview, like she lied and was like, nah, I just stepped on glass and all this and all that, and I was fearing for my life, which could be 100% true. Like, I'm not pushing that from her, because that could be 100% true because of how shit was playing out. Like, all niggas wouldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
So I give you that. But once they said that, once you was in that doctor's or the emergency room, and they was like, you got fragments, bullet fragments in your motherfucking feet close to your Achilles. That narrative should have been out the window that night. It should, you know what I'm saying? And your best friend or your friend at the time should have been on what you was on. And this, you know what I'm saying? That's my whole argument. Like, what's going on if it's between money that somebody's not getting or money that somebody is getting? Like, her the thing of the story seems flawed. Like, maybe like, I'm not denying this bitch didn't get shot, because she got shot, and I'm not trying to call her a bitch to disrespect her, so I'm sorry. I'm not denying that she didn't get shot. What I'm saying is, this story is way bigger than what we think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's playing the victim and throwing Tory out there. Maybe this story is way bigger than just that feud, because it's a whole nother party there that's throwing her against the bus, but with this nigga, but was there, and nobody even hears her story.
I
What you say, Bree?
I think him and her was messing around and they got into a disagreement and she folded his ass up like a carry-on suitcase and he shot her, which he should not have done. And the friend probably agreed that you provoked him into shooting you, and that's why they fell out, and that's it. Like, I don't want to hear nothing else about. I'm tired of this with her and him. It's weird. We don't got the full story. They leaving shit out. Just then keep it to yourself.
Yeah, like it's
Well, at
we
this point,
got to hear this third party have any type of rebuttal about the whole situation. Because
she don't want no
I'm
parts.
just one of them to where it's like it's your story, it's my story, and it's the truth.
Right.
Everybody wants to hear what the friend got to say. I want to hear what the security guard got to say because he's not in. He doesn't have a dog in the fight, so I want to hear what he has to say. My theory, which I believe I said last week or whenever we talked about it last, was I feel like I feel like the girl, the friend, and Tori was messing around. I do feel like Megan and Tori messed around. And I feel like all the shit came out in a drunken night in that car, trying to get away. And she didn't get away. And she got shot. Now, why he ended up shooting her, like what escalated to that, we have no clue. And shit don't make sense when you drunk anyway. So
See,
Right.
what happened?
that's my thing because they drunk.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Maybe it wasn't him that shot her.
And that's another thing because they're saying that he did not have gun residue on his hands.
Yeah.
But what they're also saying is that due to the photos in the medical reports, she did have fragments of a bullet in her feet. So she was shot. Now by who? I don't know.
Exactly. That's the thing. For me, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. Like,
Yeah.
she can say Tori did it because Tori probably did tell her dance, bitch.
I don't think he did that.
But I don't think he shot her. Like, I really don't think he shot her. I don't know if he told the bitch to shoot her or whoever they was with, like, shoot the bitch, you know what I'm saying, shoot at the bitch feet.
Well,
like,
this is the thing. This is the thing, because when you see or hear somebody say dance bitch, they're shooting at the floor. They're not shooting at your feet specifically.
right.
So maybe thought he was shooting at the floor, or he did shoot the floor and it ricocheted and hit her feet.
But you can't say if you don't have no gun residue on you. That's why I said I nobody says nothing about this third party. Because at the end of the day, if this bitch got shot in this facility, this small this is a car, so it ain't that much room. Somebody had gun residue on her.
She was out the car when she got shot.
Still the same. You got gun residue on. If it's 3 of us in this car and one of y'all get to shooting, I ain't got gun residue on me. Bree ain't got gun residue on her. Who the fuck shot? Lindsay did. But nobody hears from Lindsay. We don't hear a peep since 2020.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than what we think it is.
Right. And then on top of that, like, they supposed to be best friends and your friend got shot and now y'all ain't friends no more.
Exactly.
So how y'all go from being best friends to just not being friends no more? Like, there's a whole lot to this that is not being told.
And that's why I'm not interested in it, because I don't have time to be playing and connect the dots. Keep the little dumb shit to yourself. Unfortunate, I do not agree with men putting their hands on women. Why he took it to that level to shoot her?
Nah.
Absolutely not. You're a weirdo.
Nah, you know, it would never be a worst case scenario where a nigga says, well, I'll just shoot this bitch. Not unless this bitch got a gun on you.
Right. Yeah. But, he's super whack for that. But now I don't know what's going on, because they said the man didn't have no gun residue on him. And like Lily said, if we in the car and you shoot a gun, we all gonna have that powder on us.
Yeah.
They died though, so I guess that's why I didn't get through the whole thing. And I was watching it and I noticed that she do got a big old head. She's pretty, but her head is bigger than what I thought it was.
Wow. All right.
Um,
Well,
You
I
ain't
mean,
never seen that
5'10",
fucking
so.
porcelain doll smile she gives? Like, that tells you her head big as fuck. Like, she can smile as wide as possible and her forehead don't move. That's a big head bitch.
well, she got a head like Gina more off Tisha. She got a head like Tisha Campbell. Like you don't. I didn't know that because she wears the weave, so I'm thinking that's hair back there. And she turned her head when she was crying, and I said, "Oh no, that's her head. She got a big old head." So
Well, I mean, she's 5'10", so she's not gonna have a peanut head, you know.
I didn't real. She's her head is
She's
big.
a big bitch.
She got
Yeah.
a.
I'm not doing that because I'm 5'10". So yeah, we're gonna get off our
Listen,
bed.
Lindsay, this is the
We're
thing.
gonna get
You
off
five,
that.
like you 5'10" barefooted. Like, let's keep this real. You 5'10" barefooted. When you put on fucking shoes, goddamn, cuz I love you to death, but you like 6'2".
That's why we're gonna get off of how big Megan is, because I'm gonna feel
Like,
like away. Feel like
listen,
that's
that's the
me.
thing.
I don't appreciate.
I'm not, because we gonna stay on Megan for this.
Hold on.
Because
Let me
hold on. I'm sorry, Bree. What were you about to say?
clear this up. She's beautiful. She looks great. Her
Yeah.
wonderful. She is tall. She got a big head and I didn't realize it. That's it. It was no other remark negative after that. I didn't say she was big, nothing of that. No. Cause for her to be that tall and that and everything and that stout, it's all evenly proportioned. She ain't funny shape. She looks great. She got a pretty hair. She looks prettier without her makeup on to me, but whatever. And
And her natural hair is gorgeous too.
yeah, she's beautiful. I ain't now that we not doing. I just didn't know her head was that damn big. I thought that was hair. That's all. That's all I was saying. But I didn't watch the full interview. Sometimes when Gail interviews people, um, it makes me upset. I don't know why. I like Gail King, so I couldn't. And it wasn't long. The once I seen how long the video was, I was like, oh, this is bullshit. So all I'm gonna say about the situation is until more details are disclosed, I prefer not to discuss it because y'all must don't want me to know about it. So
Yeah, they're not going back to court for a couple months.
yeah.
But yeah, now what we were talking about specifically was the interview. So, as far as the interview is concerned, Lily, do you think she was telling the truth or no?
I'm gonna say that she told a narrative of a half a truth, and I'm only gonna say it because of two factors for me. One was she put the scenario in of what was occurring around them at that moment, and that's what lawyers will tell you to do. She did put in the narrative that we were going through that whole George Floyd situation, and that's it was a turmoil. Am I getting the right word? It was a fucked up situation, basically. I don't have to hold my words. It was a fucked up situation for Black folks at that moment when you were dealing with police. So that was a full truth, or that was the truth. The part where I believe it started to become a half truth is the narrative of she knowing that like, because we all drunk, but you know that this nigga pulled the gun and shot you. I believe that's just something you're concocting, that you know what I'm saying. You know, if you say a story more than 10 times, that story becomes real to you. You know, and I think that's what didn't happen. And I think that's a half of that's what we get to have a truth. And then I really want to iterate the fact, and before I say this, I'm gonna just go ahead and acknowledge to the world that I am like co-chairman and president of Short Niggas That Fuck Tall Bitches Anonymous. when she hesitated, when Gail asked her, did they have a sexual relationship? She didn't want to let nobody know that this hobbit was beating dick in there. Like, I don't give a fuck if he only fucked once. He fucked.
He's still part of the collection.
You still part of the collection. She giggled, said, huh, and then said no. So what that means is, I mean, yeah, it was cool, but it's like, I wasn't gonna make you my boyfriend. Like that, you know, it do count. Did she see this the sneak dissing shit fucks me up. This sneak dissing motherfucker walked in and was like, it don't count. Nigga, the dick was still there.
It might not have been.
It still was there though. I don't give a fuck if you didn't feel it. You didn't make. I didn't make you come.
Every qualification why it don't count. Every qualification why it don't.
How does it not count though?
Because you ain't my man. We ain't got nobody each other, and it might have been shit. So it don't count.
But it did happen. The thing. See, because the ordeal about this is it happened. No, because it happened to the point where it became a problem in a fucking car. So it happened. So regardless of my dick being trash,
them having
or
sex is what's on the court is him shooting her. Like them.
See, now you trying to. Now I feel like them white people. You gaslight me at this moment. Now you talking about some other shit. I'm trying to keep it 100 and say, listen, Meg The Stallion. I had a conversation with my woman. I'm sorry, but Meg The Stallion is lying if she said she didn't fuck Tory Lanez. She did.
Nah, she did. She did.
Thank you.
She did. Let me tell you what he said.
I had to go through this whole ordeal with her. She was gaslighting me. I feel like a Karen at this moment. You're gaslighting, and I think I need to call the police.
Y'all silly.
Oh man.
Let me tell you what I heard. He said Meg couldn't take the D.
Oh God. Wow.
Heard he said couldn't take the D.
You know what?
And she built a whole career off of taking.
So I'm not gonna say nothing about it.
It's a song they said that he has. And they had the lyrics to the song, and it basically was saying you make all this music and you could not take the D. And
right, that's what I was saying.
It was referencing her, and it was after he allegedly shot her. Alleged. I have to say alleged.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. Listen, dynamite come in small packages. God damn it.
Well.
Okay.
She had me up until she lied about smashing. Like she smashed. Like
she
smashed. Like, come on, man.
She did that stupid ass Hellraiser grin. She was like,
yeah. And then I kind of get because it's like you're talking to Gayle King. Gayle King is like somebody older than your mom. So you don't want to be talking about no sexual relationship with nobody older than your mom. I get all that. However, you should have been well trained in media to know that you cannot be like, huh? Nah, you can hear.
I don't give a damn. She could care less. She probably at home, big old freak, her damn self. She could care less.
Right.
But like, she could have told Gail she fucked Tory Lanez. Gail gonna be like, yeah, I fucked a couple short niggas too.
I'm like,
but at this point, it's neither here nor there. It's a shooting. She's a shooting victim. You know what I mean? But it hurts. It hurt, especially hurts in the court of public opinion when you lie about something as silly as that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
that's just that's how Bill Clinton got impeached.
Ah.
If he'd have said, "I just this bitch sucked my dick," we wouldn't even be having an impeachment.
Yo, they was gonna try to get him out.
If they didn't want to
say it or not.
But keep in mind that was the dagger.
Yeah.
Like if he'd have told the truth, you can't kick me out of being a president because I'm a cheater. That would have never happened. It was
This
so
has
many
nothing to
lies
do.
that made him get impeached.
Right. This has nothing to do with Megan The Stallion, but I did watch American Crime Story impeachment.
I did too.
And yeah, and he technically, because we forget that William Jefferson Clinton is a lawyer. So technically he told the truth because they gave him the definition. So according to the definition that they gave, he told the truth.
He did. And
Yeah.
I forgot his name was with
Yes.
that fast.
Whenever you
Like, who
and
is
I get
that?
that, and I didn't see that, but I definitely agree to that. But the thing about that is, I love to play devil's advocate. He could have told the truth and said the truth at the same time. Like, I didn't have no sexual relations with this bitch. She sucked my dick though.
Yeah, but that's giving too much info.
I mean,
We're sticking to what you asked. I asked for a definition. You gave me a definition. So according to your definition, I did not lie.
no.
no,
Well,
see,
of course,
that's
that's
why
what people
Hillary
are not
let
going
him
to listen.
do her like that out in public. He had to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary wasn't for that shit. She wasn't. She wasn't just like, oh, let me go sit down and fan myself. Hillary was pissed.
I
Yeah,
get all that, but this bitch got nut.
Mm.
This bitch got nut in the cup. Like, not even the cup. This bitch got nut on the dress.
yeah,
You know this is coming out.
yeah,
You know this is happening.
yeah.
Man, just listen. If
Right.
right
There's
now,
some type of evidence.
yeah, like if Jasmine be like, shit, I'm gonna go to them and tell them this and this because I got this on my skirt. I can't even lie about that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell the truth.
It's not nothing about you lying. It's the way you gonna handle it, and he had to handle it that way, and I appreciate that,
Yeah.
William.
Now, I don't appreciate it at all.
William,
You know why I don't appreciate it? Because we'll talk about Obama and all that, but let's keep it real. When I was young, they were saying Bill Clinton was our first black president
Yeah.
because he kept it real. You didn't keep it real right there, my nigga. You did. The thing, because the thing that white people love about Trump, I don't give a fuck if you don't believe in Trump's views and you don't like the way Trump is. What y'all believe in Trump is he really was him. He didn't fake not one time. And that's why y'all love this nigga.
he was his authentic self.
Yeah. So let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 white people. Y'all talk that shit. Y'all laugh and giggle in my face. Y'all tell me y'all don't see color. All that bullshit. The reason why y'all love Trump is because Trump was able to say the shit you can't say to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you know what I'm saying? If this was your first black president, quote unquote, in the hood, that nigga should have been able to say whatever. I say the same shit about Obama. I on this podcast, I've had my quarrels and all that. I know what I'm saying. I'm just one of them people that fall into the collective of he was selected. He wasn't chosen. He was selected.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I'm that's just gonna let this man be black and be president.
I'm not, because you can't let a nigga be a crackhead and still be the head of the house.
No, I said the president.
Again, though, you can't let a nigga that's a crackhead be the leader of the house. So if you can't say I'm gonna just let him be the president and move on, this nigga as the president has to do something for you.
Well, what you not
Because not because it's the thing.
if
White presidents do things for people. We can go through all that. We can go down the line of that. We pushing the lines, but I'm saying every white president, and we can all look this shit up. This shit is general public. The people that sponsored them, they took care of them in the long haul. The niggas that sponsored Obama are still niggas that just sponsored Obama. They not a factor right now. So that means they didn't take care of them. So everything that they were saying that they wanted pushed, and he said he was gonna push, it didn't happen.
So what I was saying is it's not gonna be set up for us to do no great feats, no way, for any people for minority. So I just was saying I was enjoying him being black in there.
I get it, but any people for minorities got to move something for minorities. It's so funny. Asian shit, that the Asian bill got pushed as soon as this shit happened, but Emmett Till shit got pushed now, and this shit damn near 100 years later.
Yeah, he did, but I'm not
You
gonna.
know
I'm not
that
gonna.
that's my. I'm speaking in a realistic term when it comes to somebody to say they gonna run the country.
I'm
You
not
got to do something for people.
gonna do. He had to executive order so much stuff, so I'm not gonna discredit him being in office.
I'm
No,
not discrediting him.
Or
That's not what I'm saying.
yeah.
you discrediting him, but I'm not gonna take away. I mean, he couldn't get in there. Nobody's going to be able to get in there and do what needs to be done. It's not set up that way for that to happen, and it's not. So
It's
I'm
not. It's not. But what you have to realize. I mean, I'm sorry, because I don't want to make it seem like that. But I sometimes I go on a tangent with this. What I'm saying is, say for existence, we talking about Obama. That Obamacare, yeah, it sound good. It sound good, but that was for everybody. That was for everybody at a moment, and it got pushed back. So why didn't you try to do something that you knew was gonna get pushed back eventually, but was gonna help people? Help people out, like black housing. Things of that nature. Revamping urban neighborhoods. Like, this is the shit that you could have pushed, and it could have got shut down 6 years later, like it did. But look at the opportunity that it would have made.
Yeah, especially in that second term. Like, I get you trying to play it safe for the first term, but that second term, he could have pushed a whole lot of shit. The only thing that he really pushed, I feel, was the Obamacare.
Exactly. And that shit wasn't for us.
And he had been promising that before his first term.
That's because that's the only thing they was gonna let him push.
They wasn't even trying to let that through, though.
Because that was the only thing that nigga was focused on. He should have been focused on us. But
and that was personal for him.
It's one thing about he was selected to do that. He was selected to do that because they knew what he was going to push. And they were going to bend and do this and do that and do that, and eventually let it go through, and then eventually shut it down, so they didn't give a fuck. They was
gonna fight. Yeah, they was gonna fight. Period. He was gonna have a fight with whatever he did. Like, even when he tried to expose them and play by playing their game with the SCOTUS with Merrick Garland, when he nominated Merrick Garland for SCOTUS. He tried to play their game, and they play right into his hand, and he exposed them. But exposing them doesn't change anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to make an impact. You got it. To be a black president, I don't give a fuck with no. I don't give a fuck if you selected. Like, we go through these whole conspiracy theories about this nigga. We gonna step this nigga up and whatever. You have to perform a cool whenever you're in a situation when you know this is not beneficial for you or your people. Like, fuck what we talking about taking care of the world. Just think about the niggas that you love. Mm-hmm. Like, if that shit is not beneficial for the niggas you love, stop fucking doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was our Meg The Stallion interview talk.
Wow. Wow. I didn't never know I would end up being a political giant for saying some shit at the end of the Meg The Stallion shit.
Right. So, we basically feel like she was telling the truth up until the whole did she have sexual relations with that man, Tory Lanez.
Yeah. That nigga frantically pulled a stool up to the bed and dog pounded the shit out that lady.
That's tough. I hope it was worth it.
Cause that nigga's 5'2". I'm 5'7". So I know what 5'2" look like to me.
Yeah.
So I can imagine a 5'10".
He's really
with heels on.
He's really 5'2".
I think so.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. He's short as fuck.
Oh my God, Meg.
Yes.
I'm saying he got a mouthpiece like none other, because I couldn't let a 5'2" nigga get that close to me. I don't care who you are.
Me, I'm 5'5.5" or 5'6", whatever. And I'm not messing with nobody 5'2".
Yeah, my girl 5'5". So, nigga, you know how much game I had to pull my girl? She like, I'm so used to tall niggas. You
Oh,
said
why
what?
did they say he
Excuse me,
5'3"?
5'3".
He's 120 pounds.
I'm telling you what happened. They got into it in there, and she whooped his ass. It was like the Harlem Nights. I'm gonna shoot your toe.
She probably, because she was in the passenger seat, so she probably turned around and decked him and was like, "Shut up, nigga."
Her hands, she hi-ya'd his ass. And
Y'all saying all that, but I'm saying, listen, that nigga had no gun residue on him. So, which furthermore, to me resonates the power of the dick. This nigga got phenomenal short dick so much where she might have turned around and backhanded the shit out of him. The bitch in the back said, "You got me fucked up." She the one that tripped out. She said, "You don't slap my dick like that."
I don't think.
Mm-mm. I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
y'all say that shit, but that nigga don't have no gun residue on him.
Well,
You can't you can't cover up gun residue. It ain't a product that you could take. It ain't no hand sanitizer that you could take that take gun residue off your fucking body.
maybe he gloves on.
You still have gun residue on your shirt, on your all that shit.
So wouldn't they have like tested everybody, like
They
the
sure would.
friend and the bodyguard? So did nobody have gun residue on their hands?
That ain't what they said. That ain't what they said.
That's what they're saying in the case. I'm talking about the police, because who tested their hands to have gun residue on it? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it been the police at the scene or when they got arrested to test their hands for gun residue?
Yeah,
so
once you get in there, they test you. Like they arrest you,
right.
You go through there, and then once you get in there, they test you for gun residue. They
So
test
why
your
wouldn't
hands,
they
they
have
test your
tested
clothes.
everybody?
Yeah, they do everybody that way. This the thing though. How we looking at the case? They're not testing. I mean, excuse me. They probably have tested everybody, and they know who the gun residue is on. But she didn't blame nobody else. She only blamed Tory. So this is the thing.
But
She can go through this, and Tory could be found not guilty. They'll never ask questions again. Even if they did ask questions again, if she's not pressing charges, it will never ever be worried about. Like this, in 20 years, it can come out that the security guard shot her.
But I thought she wasn't pressing charges. Period. I thought this was a state that's doing it.
I'm saying if she don't press charges on, like.
But I thought the state picked it up. I didn't think
the state picked this up. The state picked this up. So I don't know if 20 years, I'm not saying they won't, but I'm saying in 20 years, if she was like, yeah, the security guard is the one that really shot me, they not going to pick that case up to take him, you know what I'm saying, for him to even do trial over this shit. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm saying. This is, she's blaming someone where they can push this long enough where the expiration date will be cool. Because I'm a street nigga. That's what we look for. We look for the expiration date. That's what our lawyers tell us. Well, if they don't pick this up in such and such, they can never pick it up again. It ain't a murder. Murder's the only thing that's forever.
Right.
Everything else has a limitation.
Okay.
Well, that's what because it's just too many holes in the story, and I just rather y'all keep that private to yourself.
Exactly. He's not gonna get deported. Whatever's going on, you know, he might have to pay some restitution or some of that shit. But it's just gonna end where it ends. And then and like I said, in 20 years, we're gonna find out the real truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just now found out damn Cook got caught with a bitch. And this is 2020. I mean 2022.
You found out what?
Sam Cooke, when he got killed, he was caught with a prostitute. Oh. Niggas didn't know that shit until 2020.
I didn't know it till today.
Did you feel me?
Yeah, I thought he was going into the hotel and it had something to do with the hotel hostess and.
Nah, that nigga had whores. That nigga had whores.
Well, all right. Yeah, heard it here. All right. So Next up,
That's why his wife wanted to whack him, but that's a whole different story.
yeah, that is definitely a whole nother story. So, next up, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Just to catch everyone up on this extremely long story that I'm about to cut real short.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp used to be married to the actress Amber Heard. They was married in 15, separated in 16. Divorce was finalized in 17. She wrote an op-ed with the Washington Post, I believe. And in the op-ed, she discussed about how she was in a violent relationship, uh, and it was an ex-partner. The details that she gave in the op-ed all had the fingers pointing to Johnny Depp without saying Johnny Depp's name. Now, when they divorced and NDA was signed, that they are never to speak of this relationship. So um, when she wrote this op-ed, everybody assumed because of what was said that she was talking about Johnny Depp. And so, because of that, Johnny Depp lost another Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost Fantastic Beasts rather, and he lost some other things too.
You sure
Because
said that like that nigga was like that nigga was gonna come out with the best mixtape of 2017.
I know, right?
The Beach would have been the shit.
Right. Okay, right. That was gonna kill the game. So yeah, he lost some other things too. So it really was it put a hindrance on his career, even though he's been a legend out here for 30 plus years. This did put a big hindrance on his career. And so he has sued Amber Heard, sued her for 50 million, I believe, and then she countersued for 100 million. And he's suing her for a defamation case. Like we said earlier in this podcast, it is extremely hard to win a defamation case. However, Amber Heard has recorded a whole lot of audio and took a whole lot of pictures and videos and all types of stuff in regards to this situation.
She's hanging herself.
Yeah. Not to mention that she does have a history of unfavorable behavior along with a history of violence. Yeah, so she's a horrible person, basically. They also are having this case being tried in West Virginia. And the reason being is because they have a higher success rate with defamation suits. So a lot of things have come out. Johnny Depp has taken the stand. Amber Heard has not yet. There's this. The trial is still ongoing, but there's a whole lot of evidence that has been presented that just basically shows how evil of a person Amber Heard is. So it's gonna be pretty hard. And on top of that, Johnny Depp has like the number one lawyer in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be pretty hard for Amber Heard and her lawyers to combat everything that has been said, everything that has been played in the trial thus far. Lily, I know you have watched it very closely, so you can take it from here. With a smile. Yeah.
Listen, hey, I have never been listening. I was a kid that
The entire fact that you were smiling so I'm gonna have to show my face. You smiling so hard.
listen.
I've
never seen.
This is how
Bree, show your face.
You are smiling so hard. So hard.
Oh my gosh. You might as well keep your face on down.
Hey man. Man, look. I just ain't never seen a trial like I said, man. I was like in the 6th grade when OJ went to trial, and I watched white women like die inside when that nigga got found not guilty. I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched the death of them. Like I watched the color leave their face, literally in the 6th grade. And so, like, I've never been more proud to see a case go in a nigga way so hard, like, because I fuck with Johhny Depp, you know, like in a long way, and like he is in this whole trial, he has been totally 100 in everything.
He
has. Where like he himself alone fumbled the lawyer so much that a lawyer objected himself, and the judge had to tell him, like, nigga, you don't want to answer the question. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like this is so much.
Tommy, they was objecting shit before the question could even be answered, to where Johhny had to look at the judge and be like, I didn't even answer the question.
Yeah.
Object. Like that.
Listen, they went to Virginia because, you know, that's the highest rate of a motherfucking winning. They could have did this shit in Albuquerque, and this nigga would have won.
They could have did it here.
Yeah. They could have did this shit in Topeka.
Right.
Motherfuckers would have been like, oh, man, this
Wichita, Kansas.
You know what's so fucked up? As I'm watching it, this is how you know it's real. She ain't even got on stand yet. And this nigga ain't really said no like extra shit about this bitch. He talked about how this bitch was abusive, but he ain't really ruined this bitch like he could.
Yeah.
But when they scan over to this bitch is already fumbled. She's already in tears. Yeah. She's already like scuffed up in the face. She looks like a bitter old 50-year-old woman. Like, bitch, you ain't even that yet. But that's what you look like, because everything that your lawyers is doing to him, he is able to like shot that shit back at you. Like, it's so crazy.
It's a whole mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then they bringing up some shit that ain't even got shit to do with what the fuck they talking about. They start talking about articles about shit. He like, I mean, if that's what they wrote, that's how they wrote it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I answer some shit to that? Like, they asked you some dumb shit like, Angela such and such. She wrote like 14 days to Johhny Depp's suicide and talked about him going on a bender. He like, I don't even know that lady. How would she know how I felt at that time?
Right.
I'm not denying I went on a bender. But who the fuck is this bitch to tell me I was committing suicide? Bitch, I was having my best life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get on my level, bitch. I'm kicking it.
Right. And they have been throwing this they're trying to throw this whole narrative about him being so much of a druggie, which he has owned his drug use. However, the drugs that he is taking are downers. So you wouldn't be all hostile and trying to fight.
Except for that cocaine.
Well, yeah, that too. But then he turned around and smoked weed, and then he takes the opiates and stuff like that. So it's like he's not.
You have to realize this nigga has been doing drugs since 1980.
Since
he needs every drug to calm him down. If you seen Johhny Depp just off weed, you probably wouldn't like him. If you seen Johhny Depp just off pills, you wouldn't like him. If you seen Johhny Depp off whiskey, you wouldn't like him. If you seen Johhny Depp off cocaine, you definitely wouldn't like him. You put that whole format together, and Johhny Depp makes fucking Jack Sparrow. You love him.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, like, Johhny Depp is who he is because Johnny Depp, has remained the same dude since 1980. Like, it would be a difference if when she came out with this shit about him, other women, like, and I'm not saying celebrities, I'm just saying groupies, normal people, the bitch that work at Target, if these motherfuckers start coming out saying, yeah, this nigga was this way to me and this way to me, none of this shit has ever came out. So Johhny Depp, whatever Johhny Depp is doing to maintain him, he's doing the best he can do, and he's winning at it. And you're too toxic to understand it, you stupid fat head white bitch.
You didn't put
And, I mean, I'm just saying, like, because you knew what he was. You knew who Johhny Depp was when you started fucking with this nigga.
Yeah.
So Johhny ain't changed. Your stupid ass did.
Yeah. Not to mention that I feel like she ain't never really loved him. I think he was a mark from the beginning because that bitch was cheating on him weeks after they got married. And she had a fling with James Franco. She was fucking with Elon Musk.
That's how I know she.
There's like video footage of her, Elon Musk, and some other lady who they had been saying had a threesome. They all coming out or going into some like penthouse or some shit like that. Like the bitch is just, she's trash as fuck. Then they also saying that she was fucking with Rupert Murdoch. And that's the reason why the situation with the trial that happened here in the UK happened.
Rupert Murdoch.
Yes, Rupert Murdoch. Yes. They
Get
was
the
saying
fuck out of here.
Oh,
this bitch got a problem.
And however the outcome was with that case was because the judge in that case in the UK, because remember she sued the Daily Mail or something like that, and so the judge was in cohorts with one of Rupert Murdoch's sons. So when the shit came out, instead of them, trying to judge or whatever, he just retired. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Again, shout out to Johhny Depp.
That's how I know she's a slut.
Shout out to Johhny Depp for knowing all of this shit that goes on with this hoe. And he ain't blasting her out about her life. He just blasting her out about lying about his.
Exactly. Because that's at this point, that's the only thing I care about. Like I can give a fuck about what you do in your life. You know what I'm saying? But leave me out of it. We fucking divorced. Bitch. Leave me the fuck up out of it. Then the bitch was trifling because even though they was fucking married for a year, this bitch wanted $50,000 a month in alimony. They got 5 penthouses and 5 houses in LA alone. She wanted all the penthouses so that her and her friends can stay in the penthouses and live rent free because she wanted him to flip the bill on top of the $50,000 a month that she wanted. Bitch, you got life fucked up. Why do you think a whole year's worth and we ain't have nothing come out of this? No kids, no nothing. Why do you feel like you can live off of me for the rest of your life? My fucking kid's mom, who I didn't even marry, didn't even get that bitch. And I was married for 20 years. Fuck you and everything you stand on, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face, dog. Like, who do you think you are? So
and I respect Johhny for having that shit, because anybody else would have just been that kind, like, especially for your peace, you'll just be like, man, get this bitch what you want. But this, you know what I'm saying? The thing with this is she's trying to defame me. She's trying to fuck my livelihood up, period. So even if I gave her what she want, I would never ever be who I was. And like that's the thing that I love about Johhny, because Johhny is like, at the end of the, y'all gonna hear all this shit. But I ain't never lied about this shit. I ain't never said I wasn't doing this shit. Y'all been knowing I've been partying since Edward fucking Scissorhands.
Before then, it's Freddy Cougar.
Like, nigga, what was that shit? What was that movie he made? Donnie Cry or some baby boy cry? Johnny Tear or whatever. This nigga had a tear drop in his eye every scene.
Cry Baby.
Cry Baby.
I love that movie.
You showing your age, Bray.
Please, Mr. Jailer.
Hey, that was a real. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one. That was a good one. I couldn't remember the name, but I remember the character because it was so good. This nigga had a tear in every scene. Like, boy, these bitches was breaking his heart.
He
So,
had that girl drink her tears. She saved her tears up and drunk them. I said, "Ah,
Yeah,
you told."
that shit was. Yeah, I
that's
don't
tough.
even know who. Somebody had to be high off mushrooms when they made the concept of that goddamn movie. Who the fuck does this?
It was weird. It was strange. It was I took it was a musical, and
Yeah, but it was a different type of musical. It was like a musical two lesbians make up in the back of a club. Like this wasn't no musical they do for high school.
it was strange. It was very strange. The
Yeah.
whole
Shout out to my
I like,
BTQ community.
yeah, but I like the whole Tim Burton Johnny Depp combo.
I
Oh yeah,
love
that
that.
shit is always
That's where he
platinum.
does his shine in it. I
Yeah,
think he
that's my
shines
shit.
on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Edward
platinum.
Scissorhands, that was a cold movie right
Oh my
there.
God, that's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
That is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
Edward
and then
Scissorhands has always been
Sweeney
my shit.
Todd. Sweeney Todd is great.
Sweeney Todd is gold.
Charlie in the
Alice in
Chocolate
Yeah,
Factory.
the Chocolate Factory, yep. Like all like those are where he shined. Then what was that one that was the TV show?
21 Jump Street.
No, it was a
What?
TV show, but they made it into a movie, and Johnny Depp was in the movie. Johnny Depp and Michelle Pfeiffer were in the movie. It came out a few years ago. I can't think. Every time I try to think of it, because I tried to think of it last week.
I'm about to say, because I'm like, what?
It was a TV, and Michelle Pfeiffer was in it?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer and Johnny Depp was in the movie. Hold on. And it was a Dark Shadows.
Oh,
Okay.
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows. I
Yeah, that
love
was
that movie.
good.
I
Yeah.
love it. I loved it. Love it.
Let's just look at the movies that they've done together. Okay, so Dark Shadows, Sleepy Hollow, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd, Elle Wood, Alice in Wonderland, The Corpse Bride. What is this?
Corpse Bride was
Alice
the shit.
with
I
the
was a
Look-
kid when that shit came out. No.
Nah, we was half kids.
Nah, when that come out?
Which one?
Corpse Bride.
Corpse Bride. That was
Corpse
I
Bride
was
came
like,
out in 05. It came
I was
out
about
in
to say I was like 20.
Yeah, I was.
I took kids to go see that. Yeah, because I was working for my mama daycare. I had to remember because I'm like, damn, I remember being kids being around. Nah.
Yeah, they've done 9 movies together,
and they all are a good movie.
They
The
all-
top one out of that is Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For me,
That's my shit.
And
Yeah.
then the next one will be Dark Shadows because I love that movie.
Yeah.
But shout out
Probably-
Johnny Depp and his accolades for his movie. That was just a piece of his little.
Alice in
Right.
Wonderland was my shit.
Yeah. And see, I love Sweetie Todd from the play because I was in theater when I was in high school. So I knew the play.
Shout out
And
to theater.
yeah. And so when him and Tim Burton did it, I was like, that's the perfect combo right there. So, but of course, the OG is the GOAT, Edward Scissorhands. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know nobody that is critical on Edward Scissorhands, to be honest.
Nah, because it's really good. It really was good.
It really is.
Dang, Johnny. Well, my version of because I'm not gonna lie, I knew about the case, but I'm just thinking it's a typical little defamation suit. How they broke up and somebody's mad, which it is. That is what's going on. But the details of this case are so hilarious.
Hit them niggas back and tell them they put shrimp in that shit, so they give you a discount.
They are so hilarious. This woman, cause see, at first I'm like this, like Lily said earlier. My grandma always say it's your story, they story, and the truth. I ain't heard her story yet. I have to hear her story now because of what I've heard, what she's done in his version of what their relationship was. Now I need to hear her version. I didn't want to, but now I got to.
Okay, Bree.
No, and usually I'm with you on that point. However, if it wasn't for the audio and video evidence of this bitch being foul, I would still be with you on that point.
That's what I was about to say, Bree. I encourage you to watch what's going on because you're gonna hear her story, and then when you hear her story in the audio, also remember she did interviews about how destructive Johnny Depp was, and how, you know what I'm saying, like she demeaned him, like, so.
Listen to me, because it wasn't going the way y'all think.
Okay, all right,
It
just
wasn't
saying.
going- I knew here why she did this shit. She did. I need Johnny Depp's legal team to ask her the questions. The prime example: why did you shit in this man's bed?
I couldn't wait. Ooh, if you didn't say that, I was gonna say it, because I was like, yeah, okay, I'm glad you asking those questions, because if I was a lawyer, the first thing I'm gonna ask this bitch, like, hey, all bullshit aside, why the fuck did you think you could shit in my nigga bed like that?
Why?
Right. And why you blaming it on a teacup Yorkie?
Thank you. I just told my girl, I said, hey man, I don't give a fuck if you shed it. You know, you like put shards out. You could tell the difference between a dog shard and a grown ass woman shard. Like,
I'm grown as fuck. Like,
yeah,
you're potty
this
trained.
bitch
Been potty trained for a while.
This bitch got corn, half a carrot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know good and damn well this shit ain't no dog shit.
This bitch
The shit was bigger than the dog. What the fuck is you talking about?
got the dog.
Man, you there just credit.
Dog Nene leaks. Now, why am I in it? See,
Right. Yeah, right.
Thank you, free. I would do the same shit. What are you doing?
why am I? What did I do? See,
Right.
ain't nothing, and I'm in it. Because why would you do that? That's what. See, y'all was talking. I'm like, y'all, shut up. It ain't going the way you think. No, I need to know, bitch, why you did. Oh, you cut this man's finger off with a bottle.
Right.
Yeah,
And see, he talked about that shit too. This is the thing. Like, they got into it, they had an argument, and they were going through their regular spats, and she threatened to harm him. And he admitted he had said what he had said and whatever. And then she picked up this fucking champagne bottle and threw that shit at this nigga. Keep in mind, this is Johnny Depp. This nigga's probably off of everything right now. So he's watching this bottle slow-mo go past him and bust over his fucking hand.
Matrix to his ass.
Yeah. He watched this shit explode over his hand. Shards of glass everywhere. They like, what finger is it? He showed him. He said, it's the fucked up finger. Like, what the fuck do y'all talk? What are we talking about?
Right. Now, mind you, Johnny Depp is a guitarist. That's what he went to LA for. He's a guitarist. So he said one of the times when he was on the stand, when they were talking about this, he said, I've been through a lot. Why would I start cutting off digits now? Like, that don't even make sense for me to start cutting off digits, especially because I play the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's the hand that I've used, like the main hand that I play the guitar with. Like, why would I cut off this? Why would I cut off digits on this hand? I would have to learn how to play the guitar with my left hand and have to learn all over again. And I've been playing since I was 12. He was like, it doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't do it.
If you ever look at a guitarist hand like Slash from Guns N' Roses and all them type of people, and they fingers be so ate up from that pick and them strings.
Yeah, they be having them little fat, like they shit right here be all fat and they nail be small. I've seen all that. You've never seen a motherfucker with a finger that was shredded though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's saying I don't like her. I'm sorry, I don't. And I have not heard her side because like I said, he was on that cocaine and Ike Turner wasn't acting like no puppy on no coke. So I know it can make people do some shit. Coke can make you strong, make you think you tough. So I do think him and her had some tussles back and forth. I don't think he initiated them. but I do think they fought. You know what I mean? I do want to hear her side, but it's like I said, it's not for the reasons y'all think. I need to hear why you did
The
this.
whole
Why
picture.
you
Yeah.
this man? Why did you shit in his bed? Why are you trying to fight him? Why did you write that shit in the New York Post? Because I think that's where it was. Was it the New York Post?
I think it was
It
the
might have been.
Washington.
I don't know for sure.
It was one of them. It was one of them shit.
And at the end of the day, you the one now we in court and all your dirty laundry is coming out. You got several different type of behavior and personality disorders. You are crazy.
Right. And then furthermore, if you're in a relationship, who is like recording every conversation y'all have when you fight?
She's
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing this? You're doing this to set him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you're doing this.
But
And
this is how
setting your dumb ass up because she's on tape saying, I didn't punch you, I hit you. You're acting like a baby, you baby.
yes, that's what I'm saying. This is
you have
why
admitted
she's so
this shit.
delusional. This is
Yeah.
a delusional situation right now. This bitch is delusional.
yeah, it's sad.
And
It's
let's go to another part. There's a video of Johhny Depp where he's like slamming cabinets and stuff like that, and it looks volatile. We're not gonna act like it don't. It looks volatile. However, if you put that shit into context, this is what occurred. Johhny Depp had a financial advisor that was stealing money from him, and on top of that, did not pay his taxes. So he was at a meeting, which was the same day of Amber Heard's 30th birthday dinner or whatever. And at this meeting is when he found out he lost $750 million.
oh fudge.
Yes. So he's texting or calling or whatever, telling Amber, like, hey, I'm not gonna make it. I'm in this meeting, blah, 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 blah. So when he got home, because of that, she's still coming down on him for not making the event. And because of him being so pissed, of course, he's slamming cabinets and shit like that. Like, who wouldn't be mad that they lost $750 million?
I just lost $750 million.
Right.
You better be glad that I'm at home for that matter. Like, let's just keep it 100. You better be glad I came home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, because I probably would have did some shit to make me go to jail.
Or drove my fucking car off of a bridge or something like something real ridiculous that I probably wouldn't have went home. You're right.
So I come home and I'm mad and I'm just slamming cabinets. Shit, I could have been the nigga that come in this motherfucker and blame you and beat the dog shit out of him.
But see, that's he wanted him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're exactly right, Brady. She fell off, but yeah, that's exactly right. She wanted him to come home and take that anger out on her so she can have a reason.
Yeah, right. Why are you recording this shit? You know what I'm saying?
She wanted him to do that.
Why are you not trying to come up with a game plan to figure this shit out? Your husband just lost $750 million. Part of that 750 was $100 million that he got to still pay the IRS that he thought that he already paid. You know what I'm saying? So why are you not being compassionate? But no, in all actuality, your raggedy ass is recording him. So why are you recording him? You know what I'm saying? Why are you staging photos and shit? You recording him going off. You taking pictures of drugs. You taking pictures of him being passed out. But bitch, and then that's another thing. The picture with him being passed out with the ice cream. She staged that because he had just came home from shooting Black Mass, was completely exhausted. And she offered him some ice cream. Of course, when you like passed out or whatever, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'll take some ice cream. And he probably took 1 or 2 licks, passed out because he's extremely exhausted because he was fucking Whitey Bulger.
Okay. Shout out Whitey Bulger and Black Mass because I love that movie too.
Yes, that mug is good too. But you take a picture of him like this. Why? Instead of cleaning the shit up. Like any normal wife would have done. They would have took the ice cream, they would have cleaned him up, they would have got him undressed and put his ass in bed.
I'm gonna
But
tell
no,
y'all why. I'm now.
you want to take a picture of him because you want to use it as evidence of him being strung out. Bitch, fuck you.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because she had a game plan. I think she did
From the jump.
love Johnny Depp at a point in time, but
No, she
I
didn't.
think.
No, she didn't, Brie.
Wait. I really do think in a point in time in the very beginning of them hooking up, not the marriage shit and the dog shit and all that. No. At the very beginning, you know how when you first start talking to somebody, I think
Yeah,
she liked him right in there. She
yeah,
loved
she
him right
liked
in
him.
there.
She thought he was cool. She never
But
loved
she
Johnny.
had an agenda from the jump.
Exactly.
She
She
was
never
trying.
loved him. She liked him.
Knew that
Like
this
I said,
30
she
year
liked him. She thought he was cool.
this
But that's it.
veteran here that I watched on 21 Jump Street. And honorable mention that theme song because I forgot about it to this case because it was cold. You knew this man could put you indoors. You knew this. So all the stuff you doing is for the shit you thought was gonna be working in your favor now, but it's backfiring. So now that this man was like, you thought he wasn't gonna say he was on drugs and shit, and he did. You thought he was gonna be like, no, she's lying. I'm not on any drugs. He's like, yep, I did. I do
Yes.
drugs. I do them.
Yeah.
So
But
everything
it ain't unknown. Like this is the thing.
but see, it was
ain't
unknown to me. I didn't know he was doing them. I didn't know what he was doing. You know what I mean?
I wasn't privy.
I had no idea
They
he was on
always said
drugs.
this nigga Johnny Depp party like a motherfucker. That's why when the whole Pirates of the Caribbean came out with him being Jack Sparrow, that's why they were saying that was his most liked character because they said that was just like Johnny.
I mean, it makes sense because he came up with River Phoenix and Nicolas Cage and Robert Downey Jr., all these people and stuff like that. So it makes sense.
Yeah, it do.
We were kids. We were like legit kids at that time. So
elementary school.
Like we weren't looking at Johnny Depp to see what was going on. There wasn't no blogs or nothing like that. So we weren't looking at Johnny Depp to see what was going on in his normal life.
And I really didn't think he was on drugs because I don't care. He is gonna show my age. I was in kindergarten in first grade when he did that commercial talking about this is your brain on drugs. I wasn't aware he was on them. So
right. Like he probably was high doing the commercial. So but I feel like she liked him, but again, she looked at him as a mark. And she looked at him to better her career because being that she fucked with Rupert Murdoch, being that she fucked with Elon Musk, she didn't need him for no money.
No, she knew how to get.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't need him for no money, but she needed him for her career.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she looked at him as a mark to improve her career, which it did work because she wouldn't have been in Aquaman had it not been for her being affiliated with him.
That's
you know So, and honestly, I don't even remember her in Aquaman. Now, everybody keeps saying it's the lady with the red hair, but I honestly don't remember Aquaman. I just remember a couple of things, so maybe that's me.
Watch it all. I watched it, but she was in there, and it was weird. She was in there.
Yeah, and she gonna be in a new one.
After she didn't shit it in this man and blamed it on the whole dog.
She's in a new. It's already been filmed. They got a petition to try to get her out of it, so we'll see. You all right?
Got the dog's Twitter. Dog on Twitter putting Nene Leaks post up. Why, man? And you still gonna be an Aquaman, you ratchet whore.
Right. That's why I'm like, why hasn't Peter came out and be like, don't blame the dog? Like they need a whole campaign. # don't blame the dog.
Do you know how ornery you gotta be to take your panties off and shit in a bed?
Right. And then think about this. Did you take your shitty ass, wobbled it to the bathroom to clean off?
Exactly. That's my thing. At this point, I don't even think the bitch wear panties. I think the bitch just jumped up and just shit it in his nigga bed and then went to wipe the shit out. Like,
right. We were talking about this at my night job, and I brought up that same point. I was like, this bitch shit in the bed and then wobbled her ass to the bathroom, and she probably wiped off, Or she probably got in the shower. But then if you got in the shower, you know them other motherfuckers, they don't use washcloth. So you just got your shitty ass in there and just clean.
That's
Like,
because she didn't wobble off of his bed.
I don't understand.
She didn't wobble off his bed. She slid her shitty ass down that motherfucker and wiped it and got in the shower. That's exactly what she did.
But none of this, you didn't second guess none of this shit. Literally.
Just imagine coming home. Just imagine you, Johhny Depp, coming home. You walk into your bedroom like you tired as fuck. You just got off the jet. You took an Uber. You tired as fuck.
No, but that's the thing. He didn't find it. The butler found it, and the butler was on the stand.
Yeah.
Imagine, okay.
He got the phone call.
Imagine the butler. Imagine the butler coming in doing his rounds.
I take that back. The butler found his finger. The housekeeper found the shit.
However way.
Just
imagine this. Imagine this whole scenario of the housekeeper coming into the bedroom like, God damn, because human shit come hard and fast. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about. Nigga, if a nigga shit, you know this nigga shitty.
Right.
Like a dog shit, you end up you clean up some shit and then you like, what's that weird ass smell? And then you find it. A human shit, soon as you open that door, that shit hits you like a left hook from Tyson. You know good and damn well it's shit in the building.
Lily, you Amber Heard, and I'm gonna be the housekeeper.
Okay, bet.
And action.
Excuse me, Miss Heard. Can I talk to you for a minute?
What do you need to talk to me for?
It's important.
Important? I'm important. I have things to do.
Okay, it got something to do with your bedroom now. Are you gonna come or not?
Well, what's wrong about my bedroom? Because I'm about to take a shower right now.
Okay, fuck it. So, did you have the runs? Was you sick? Did you eat some bad food before I asked you anything? Do you feel okay?
Excuse me? I am on a 1,500 calorie diet. I do not have those problems nor digestive problems. What are you asking?
So you was aware that you shitted in this man's bed, and you don't.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
you said what?
No. See, because you did it. You did this. You did
no. Maybe it was a dog. Because listen, I don't even have to talk to you right now. I need to take a shower. I have places to be.
Did this shit, bitch. You did it. And the reason I'm willing to lose my job.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I already called Johhny Depp and
Johhny
and
slam. I shut the fucking door and I cleaned the shit off my ass.
I already called Johhny Depp and told him you did this shit. I ain't fired. You gave me permission to call you a bitch. I'm the one that gotta clean it up. I gotta have
the fuck out of my room
coming here to do it
right now before I call the authorities.
That's fine, but I just know that this day will come back where I'm gonna tell people you didn't shit it in.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
That's fine. I am leaving because he told me to take off with pay for the rest of the 2 weeks because I had to clean up your human shit. Yeah, I'm gone.
Gerard,
you bitch you.
Please escort her out, please. Gerard. Oh my God, what is going on right now? I do not feel safe.
And door slam.
I don't feel safe.
Cue me putting my sunglasses onto the car because
and sing.
If I was that housekeeper, I definitely would have been like, "Was you sick or something?" Like that would have because bitch, did you know you shitted in his bed? What's up? What you doing?
Like, are you okay?
What are you doing? Are you pregnant?
Right.
You couldn't hold it. What's up?
Right. Like, are you losing your muscle?
Did y'all have anal sex? What's going on? What happened here?
I'm not understanding. Just let me know. Tell me
before I cut you out. Before I cut you out, because bitch, one thing I told y'all in my contract, human doo-doo, I don't pick up.
Right.
What type of maid are you?
A maid with sense that's got your back in this defamation case because I was right there when this bitch shitted in this bed. That's the type of maid
Dude,
Wouldn't
ain't
kick
no
that.
way.
You had me too bent, all the way bent.
Ain't no way on God's green earth. There's no way. Like, you got life all the way fucked up. All the way fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy for that. You know,
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a couple podcasts now. It's just no way in the world you are going to get money from me if you shit it in my fucking bed. Like, you're not going to get a dime from me. Not a dime. Because the shit in my bed alone is going to make everybody say case fucking closed. I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't care if I did call you a bitch in front of 1,000 people. I don't care if I did sell your mama's house. I don't give a fuck if me and your daddy got into a fist fight and I knocked 2 teeth out this nigga mouth. You shit in my bed.
On my
You're
side.
not getting a goddamn dime from me.
Mm-mm.
On my side at that.
Horrible. I mean, you don't give a
On my
damn.
side at that. Like,
Don't care about a lot of stuff. Once you get to that point, you should know yourself. Like my brain, I snapped. I shitted in somebody's bed. I got that mad.
In a nigga bed. Listen, the
Ugh.
only time I've been privy to something like this is in a movie called The Help, where the bitch actually shit and made a pie out of it. At least she was nice. That's being nice. This bitch wasn't even nice about the shit.
Man, I mean, that goes to show you the type of time people be on. These privileged women of a Casper color hue feel like they can get away with things.
yeah.
You know, people from European descent. The type
Yeah.
of that stuff was gonna get out. If she
Yeah.
did that to Johnny Depp, imagine what she done to Elon Musk now. You think that's her
Right.
first time going crazy? Fuck no. This is what she does.
But this is the thing. Elon Musk got the money to where she will probably be on his good side.
Yeah, she
I
ain't.
was about to say, Elon Musk got enough money where she probably tried that shit with him.
Nah, she
And
didn't
that nigga
try.
pulled some shit on her that scared the shit out of her.
She didn't try with him, but I bet you she tried some weird shit with James Franco.
Nah, you can see the shit that she owns. You can see the shit that she owns. She tried that with everybody. I ain't gonna hold her. I ain't gonna hold her to that. Because I know what I'm saying. That's one thing about me, man. I really do be believing that like women really are like smarter than us, and they be feeling like they can pull the rabbit over our eyes. I believe she did that to him, but he showed her with enough money, like, bitch, you don't want to do this.
Right. And I feel like with James Franco, he was just a fling. So she probably didn't have to jump crazy with him.
I think crazy with him, and that's why it was a fling, because he was like, I got my.
It was after she was married to Johnny Depp. Like, it was during their marriage.
It was one of them like, what are you gaining out of this? You can say whatever what I was doing. At the same time, you was cheating. Bitch, I could have did whatever. I could have grabbed you by your throat in the middle of the club. At the end of the day, you were cheating.
Right.
I didn't know it was cheating. It was something else. I thought they just met afterwards.
Nah, that was doing
after
that
she
shit.
was married. Yeah, it was like weeks after she was married. So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit wouldn't have mattered. Franco could have did whatever. That's why she couldn't pin anything on Franco. Franco could have been Ike Turner. And that nigga wouldn't have did no time.
Basically.
Yeah. I don't know. I know she's played this crazy game before. This ain't her first rodeo.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's why I'm saying she has a history of violence, because her first marriage was with a woman and she was the aggressor. She was the one that was beating her woman's ass, and she beat her ass in a Washington State airport. And the shit got thrown out because of jurisdiction, because they lived in California or some bullshit like that. But yeah, but it's on tape and everything, because you know they tape everything in the airport. So yeah, this bitch got a history of violence. She got a history of being fucking crazy.
And you know the bad part about that is,
so
the bad part about that is this bitch knows she got a history of violence, she should have escalated the lawyer camp that she has. She's still going off the lawyer camp that saved her from an airport fucking beating. She ain't got the lawyers that'll deal with a Johhny Depp.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna fuck her. She gonna end up owing money.
Oh yeah, she gonna end up owing money. Just because this is how I know that other people of her hue ain't on her side. And she's gonna end up losing whatever it is. Because my daughter's teacher was trying to ask the class if they knew what was going on. Of course, some of them didn't. Majority of them didn't, because they kids. Mm-hmm. My daughter knew because I told her. I couldn't believe it. I had to tell one of my kids. So that's how disgusted everybody pretty much is with this woman. And she's not gonna win, because I've seen TikToks where they literally got his sad music in the background and talking about his past and how his mama was this and justice for Johhny. Yeah. Already, we ain't even heard this woman's side of the story, and nobody's interested in hearing it because
she's a fucking liar.
Exactly, you on some bullshit. So it's just
Johhny Depp went into the point where he has shit popping up on the internet when he's talking about his severed finger, and like every time he talks about it, he damn near breaks down or his hand shakes. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, people around him, like, damn, like, yeah, he was really abused. Like, Johhny is, I'm talking about, this is an ace in the hole for this nigga.
Yeah, but that plays into the whole way that we really need to look at these types of cases, because at the end of the day, the whole Me Too movement, even though it was started by a Black woman, has been jacked by white women. And as soon as somebody comes out with a Me Too claim, the court of public opinion automatically cancels them. Well, in this case, this bitch completely lied, and they was on the warpath to cancel Johhny Depp. So he had to do this to save to save his career. Because even like a couple of months ago, when that Versace campaign came out, and I saw the commercial on Twitter, there was people commenting on the commercial talking about why y'all got this abuser promoting y'all cologne and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, damn, we don't even know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whether he did it or not, at that point, the case hadn't even started. We don't even know the truth. So, and it's just, and then some people are like, oh, well, he's an actor. Yeah, he's an actor, but he has so much evidence to back up his claims. You know what I'm saying? And his what he's been doing, what he has done, is indicative to an abused person. And nobody wants to take an abused man seriously. So that's another aspect of it too. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody feel like it can't be abused. And I'm like,
right.
No,
right.
That's a lot.
It's just a sad situation. I just hope and pray for healing for him. You know what I'm saying? And her as well, because there's something off about her. She needs help too. Like, at the end of the day, that bitch need help. So yeah. But she got what's coming to her. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got nobody's life like this.
But see, when people be malicious and shit like that, it comes back around. You know what I mean? Because you did things. You tried to set this man up to look like something. I mean, he gave you the bullets to put in the gun. You know what I mean? But you just the fact that now you're gonna have to suffer the consequences and end up owing this man money, and that's what you get. That's exactly what you get.
That's just what it is. So the case is still ongoing. So we will definitely be looking back into it. Especially after they have Amber Heard hit the stand. So we'll probably do an update next week if any spontaneous thing comes up next week after she hits the stand. And then again, we're gonna look at it after closing arguments and they get the verdict or whatnot. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but we rooting for Johhny Depp. You know, that's what it is.
Before we get out of here, and this gonna take 2 minutes. It was a situation in the courtroom where they had showed a picture of 2 whiskey glasses and a black box, and they had asked Johhny Depp. They were saying like, are these your 2 whiskey glasses? He was like, I don't know, maybe. It could be. He's like, well, it's testimony that said that you have whiskey in the morning, and he looked at him and said, like, ain't it happy hour everywhere?
Right.
That right there, I always want to renovate. Like, Johhny Depp has always been who he been. Like, them lawyers had him all the way fucked up.
Yeah, I think him on the stand is right up there with Lil Wayne's deposition.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was very
Lil
upset.
Wayne was but you know what? Lil Wayne killed himself though, because
but as far as classic,
but that it was classy.
you know,
Lil Wayne was like, no, I think y'all can't be touched.
Like, he's not gonna help you. He's not gonna help you.
He was almost he told on himself, and that's why he got strung up.
Yeah. As soon as he was like, he's not gonna help, I was like, God,
yeah,
right there with you. Just shut up, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah, he got way like doing that shit. He got way too arrogant. Like, this nigga, he wanted to spark up. That was the thing. That nigga wanted to smoke a joint and tell these niggas like, I shut this whole organization down. Especially you. I ain't never liked your light-skinned ass anyway. That's what he wanted to do.
Right. Yeah.
But he couldn't. But he fucked himself up by saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. But as far as like entertaining court situations, Johhny Depp's testimony and Lil Wayne's deposition, they are up there.
Yeah, because Johhny Depp is actually just like keeping it totally 100. I love the shit with Marilyn when they was like, is Marilyn Manson a friend of yours that does cocaine? He's like, Marilyn Manson is a friend of mine. Like, so you're admitting that you do cocaine? He said, no, I'm admitting to Marilyn Manson being a friend of mine. So y'all haven't did cocaine together? You're like, yeah, of course. The fuck are you talking about? But that's just my friend, bitch ass nigga.
Right.
Regardless of what we do together.
Right. So
I love every bit about Johhny Depp shit. Like, I'm like, man, if he loses, that shows the world that the judicial system is fucked up. And they really be rooting for Karens.
Absolutely. Because it really ain't no celebrity privilege in this. It's basically what's right and what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just what it, and all these Mount Rushmores of evidence that they have against this bitch is crazy. And that bitch did it to herself. Like, she did it to herself. So that's on you, bitch. Like, you should have took that $7 million that you got in your settlement and flipped that motherfucker. But
exactly, bitch, you're not getting nothing. You're gonna end up owing $50 million to this nigga.
Right, you're gonna be in a negative because you're gonna have to pay them attorneys and you're gonna have to pay Johhny Depp when you should have just left him alone.
And he gonna demand his money. You put him through this
shit.
He gonna demand that. Bitch, you're gonna end up going to jail. You miss a payment. Right,
he gonna be 50 Cent to the bullshit. So yeah, and we gonna be tweeting her like, "Did you make your payment, bitch?" Mm-hmm. So that's that. So next up is our fucked up song of the week. And this week it is brought to you by Avant. It is called "Don't Take Your Love Away." If you're listening to the audio version, you will hear the song. If you're watching on YouTube, unfortunately, you will not. So
we can't play it.
Yeah. So here we go. Just a moment.
You're gonna watch us bobbing and moving though.
Right.
See, she's blasting it, and we can't hear it. So the song is "Don't Get Your Give Your Love Away" by Avant, and that was just a big head nigga that like really made it in music. Like you gotta think, man, this nigga's head was huge as fuck.
Don't do Avant.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna do Avant. Like, yeah, like let's think about it. Like this nigga had a little body and a big head. Like this nigga had like a big head for a little body, though. It kind of worked, but like until you seen him in person and you realize he had like a real motherfucking Pac-Man head. Like you can say I'm lying, but you know I'm not lying.
He didn't have a super big head like that.
He had a Pac-Man head. I said, you see me, I got a big forehead, right? And you know, again, I'm like 5'7". So it kind of, you know what I'm saying? If you looking at me at an angle, you think I got a big ass head. That's the same way Avant looks, and he got a fade. So imagine how big his head looks.
Oh, you're talking about Avant. Are you talking about Avant?
Yeah, we're having a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I said Avant had like a big ass head, and I said he had a Pac-Man head, and Bree had a problem with it.
Lord have mercy. All right, so I did say if y'all would like me to, I said it off camera. If y'all would like me to, I can sing the song. Do the people want to hear the song?
Well, here go.
Right. So going forward, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to play the song on YouTube or songs on YouTube because YouTube is hating. So I could sing the songs. Yeah. So yes, here are the lyrics. After the hoping and the praying and the wishing, girl, you're all up in my face. I've never been the one to bite my tongue. No, I have not one word to say. I'm mesmerized by your sexy eyes and your soft and lovely skin. I want this fiasco to end. So, baby, we can start all over again. I want to be able. I want to be able to love you. Oh, I want to be able. And let me be the one to play. And let me be the one to please you. Oh, as sure as the sun shines all over the earth, you're one of God's most precious works. See, I'm a man and we make mistakes. So please don't take your love away. Oh, don't take your love away. Baby, don't take your love away from me. I need you, girl. Don't take your love away.
All right.
Don't take your love away. All right, so that's the first verse in the chorus. Any thoughts so far?
Bree, how you feel about that?
I like that sound. I don't. What's so effed up about it? Because he don't want her to take his love away. Why do y'all feel like this is the effed up song of the week or whatever?
Well, the song necessarily ain't effed up. It's the situation that occurred.
Yeah, it's the concept.
Yeah.
What was the concept?
All right. I'm gonna just put it in negative status because you know I can do that easily. So check this out. So maybe you got a girl that's like real right for you. She fly, she hold you down, she do all that. Mm-hmm. You go out and kick it. You see this little bitch is asking for a hunching. She just want to get pounded on like real fast, and you ain't got shit to do. You know, you done told your girl you hanging out with your boys. she felt like it was cool for you to go out and have a good time. You meet this little motherfucker. You're like, all right. You roll the dice on it. You end up flirting, doing, you know what I'm saying, doing the most. This on the video. You just, you know what I'm saying, you just doing the most. In real life, you know what I'm saying, you done went somewhere, y'all done got a little a cheap little $48 motel. You fuck this bitch like you a crackhead needing $40. And then, you know, as soon as you like everything's out cool, I done made it out unscathed. Your girl give you a text, you look at the text, she like, I hope you happy. And like now you gotta figure it the fuck out.
And you so legit are asking me, what do I feel about that? He shouldn't have did it. The fuck?
I'm just saying, I gotta put you in a scenario.
And why do that? If I'm all what you need to be and everything, and I mean, but you know what funny thing is with me with men is how y'all say when y'all cheat and you have sex, it's not, it don't mean nothing.
I'm not saying
But
that.
look,
I've been there.
but look,
I've been there. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been there.
that's his only rebuttal that he can say in this
Yeah,
situation.
and at the same time, like I'm saying, the lyrics is, "I'm a man and I make mistakes."
Okay, so that's it. Boom.
So like a lot of people go through that, and see that's why I understand why this is the fucked up song of the week, because you know after a certain time period in your life, I don't care how some niggas get it young, some niggas get it old. At the same time, you have to realize like if a motherfucker is taking care of you like you want to take care of yourself, because it's a difference when you love somebody and you and somebody's holding you down. Like you can love a motherfucker that ain't doing shit, but a motherfucker holding you down that makes you want to be who you want to be. Like some niggas get it young, like I said. Some niggas get it older. You make me you'll make mistakes and you'll fuck up. You'll fuck up, but you only fucking up because you don't know this shit means something. Like it has to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you found out young or old, the shit means something. And I think that's what he was trying to you know, relay in the song. But the truth of the matter is, you know, I love to like take a real left turn. The nigga fucked up. The nigga totally fucked up.
Yeah.
Like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take that. You gotta take that fucking L, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's go to verse 2. Mama said, don't put your hands in the cookie jar. She said, son, have control. She said, everything that's sweet ain't good for you, no. And everything that glitters ain't gold. And now that you're gone, I've realized I've lost my soul. And I don't want to pass the torch. Baby, can you give me one more chance? So I want to be able to love you. So then let's see. Don't take your love away. Then see, girl, I know that I hurt you so with all of those girls that were in my world. Now Stacy and Kim, damn all of them, girl. I want to give you everything that I can. I know you're tired of my games, tired of my lies. Baby, this time I promise it'll be all right. No longer will you be led astray. Baby, listen to the words that I say.
Say, don't give your love away. Really don't. She is not fucking with you.
I'm just saying, if
She's not fucking with you.
if y'all could see my face, because you just shouldn't have did it. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. And it sounds like from the lyrics that he's been fucking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this was the last straw. And she's done.
Stupid shit like this. I'm done. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And he's like, she's like literally walking out the front door with her last bag that she about to put into her truck. And he is on his knees, like grabbing the carry-on. Like, no, like this is what this song is. Like, this is his last ditch effort.
It's too bad.
Fucked up. I'm gonna put y'all in the case scenario real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is real life, like hands to the Bible. True story. I got a homeboy who was messing with a chick. Like they wouldn't an item but they fuck with each other, like, you know, in the city. Cause that nigga be back and forth in Denver, and that bitch be back and forth to Atlanta, but they fuck with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a real true story. If they watch this podcast, they gonna be like, oh damn. But I'm not gonna mention no names.
Okay.
What I'm saying is this. Like I said, they wasn't an item, but they was together. Like when they came down to the city, they fucked with each other.
Mm-hmm.
She had her friend come down here. So she'll let the nigga know, you know, her friend was coming down. She was about to get married. She was about to get married to a sheriff nigga. Came down here. He took care of her, offered her a good time, hooked her up with his homeboy, all this type shit. They get drunk. They go to Bob's. I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. They go to Bob's, get fucked up. They both end up going back to the room she in. They both end up fucking her. Like,
what?
Yeah. They both ran a train on this bitch right before she was about to get married, mind you. Boom. You know, he, like I said, my nigga fucked with you know what I'm saying, with her friend. All of a sudden, the friend stopped texting him, stopped calling. He like, what's going on? She like, you just be happy with what you're doing. He like, I don't understand why I feel like this bitch set me up. Like, no, nigga, you fell for the fucking bait. Like, you fell for some bullshit. Like, that bitch didn't set you up. She just was, she had a friend that was loose and told about her business. You just happened to fall into that bullshit.
Right. You was a willing participant.
Yeah. So you said she didn't do it on purpose. I'm like, fuck nah. But you still fell for it.
Yeah. Purpose or not, you fell for it.
Yeah, that's what people are
like, you can't be mad. He like, man, she acting funny. She don't even talk to me. Like, nigga, nigga. If you really cared about that bitch like that, man, why'd you fuck her friend? It'd be a difference if you fucked a friend that was like a friend of a friend that nobody gave a fuck about. She told you this bitch was coming into town.
Right. So it looked like you
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you can't be mad at that. You was a willing participant, bro.
Yeah, you did that to yourself. You just what it is. Tricked. I mean, she didn't trick you, but you put your what it is that's what the prime example
of no trick. She went because she was about to get married. So she went out there to get some last dick before she went and got married.
Right.
Nigga, did she get married?
You should have just set her friend out there and let her be what she was. You so jumped on that totem pole like I'm gonna hit it too.
Did the friend get married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Tricks.
Yes. All said and done, that bitch is back down in Atlanta married.
Right. Living a good ass life.
I ain't going back and forth with you niggas.
Right.
You got slammed by two niggas. That's what she wanted. She wanted to get some more dick before she got married.
Right.
She ended up getting 2 dicks. So she was like, I'm cool. I don't even got to cheat.
Right. She got 2 for the price of 1. Meanwhile, your ass up here like, don't take your love away.
Yeah. And you up here upset. Your stupid ass up here upset. You did that. That was your fault. That was your fault, man. Like, you gotta know what it is. You gotta take that shit.
She had that.
I was telling Jasmine, like, man, like, nah, like, you know, I just rather just tell you I'm doing some shit than you find out. Cause like, goddamn, it make you look stupid when motherfuckers find out.
Mm-hmm.
It do make you look stupid when you find out, but I mean that's on them. The shit that I can't. Hey, she got me.
Right.
Yeah, like, nah, you can't be mad at her.
City girls up 10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at her. the thing is, you can't expect for this bitch to call you back.
No, not
You
at
fell
all.
for the okie doke. She knew what this bitch was coming up here for. She said, "Hey man, take care of my girl." She didn't mean for you to serve her dick. Just take care of my girl. They probably be cool and married right now. And if he'd have been like, shit, nah, she hooked up with Jimmy and them, you know, and then I made sure she got on the flight back home.
Nope, that ain't what happened.
Nah.
Yep. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's Avant. Don't Take Your Love Away. I think that was probably like my favorite song on that whole album because that album was pretty good.
One of these, but if Don't Say No, Say Yes is on there. That's my favorite.
Is that on here? Let me look. Hold on. Mesmerized by your sexy
I ain't even
eyes.
gonna act like I fuck with Avant like that, but I knew his singles. I've never bought a Avant album.
Don't say.
Yeah, that's a good one. Say yes. No, Read Your
I
Mind
heard
was on
that.
this album.
That
Read
was
Your
not.
Mind on this one. Yeah, so I got it for Read Your Mind, but I played it for Don't Take Your Love Away. I think Say Yeah, Don't Say No, however that song goes. I think that's on the director. Let me
That made me be like, okay, Yvonne, right there.
Yeah, that song didn't age well.
Which one? Oh, Don't Say No.
Say no, say yes. Yeah, that didn't age well.
It aged well to me. I like it.
Yeah, you probably do because like you understood what he was saying. These new
Right.
motherfuckers don't understand. They like what?
Yeah, that's a whole
If I
new
say no, I mean no.
Oh
That's
yeah, it's not for
the
them at all. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't age well because it's surely not for them. I don't want it to be. I don't.
Yeah. Oh no,
I'm
that was
glad
on
you
his
said
album
that.
before. That was on Ecstasy. Don't Say No, Say Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I
I'm
could
glad
play
you
it.
said that because some shit ain't for these young niggas. These young niggas ain't never gonna get it. Like when I hear a motherfucker say, Biggie and Tupac ain't as real as you think they is, I'm just one of them niggas that's gonna be like, dude, no, like what the fuck are you niggas talking about? Like, and I listen to everything, but I do know what they meant to hip hop, period.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas don't have that. And speaking of R&B, a lot of these niggas don't know shit about these niggas. So yeah, that shit ain't for them, man. Fuck that.
Nah,
That, you know,
I
that shit is something you play with your auntie and then you catch the vibe.
you play with your auntie.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like that's how I got wind of the Isley Brothers. Like I didn't know shit about the Isley Brothers. I'm an 80s baby. You know, I learned about the Isley Brothers because that's what my aunties would either clean the house or drink cognac listening to.
Yeah. That's how I started listening to blues because my auntie would listen to blues when we would go over her house. So
yeah.
So yeah, this Von ain't for these young niggas. I would hate for him to trend and then he get canceled for some shit he said.
Right, like it would be an asshole to try to pull up that album. That album came out in 2002. They got the Don't Say No, Say Yes on it.
Yeah,
that's 20 years ago. Now,
and then you see a TikTok talking about you see how toxic and masculine this nigga is, and then all of a sudden this nigga don't get no more shows. Like that's some bullshit.
Now that ain't what
your mama want him to say that shit to her.
That ain't what that song's about, and they need to go on because he is not being over masculine.
But that's what they do. That's what I'm saying, Bree. That's what they do for real.
They see each other. They kind of he basically like you want to. She like not for real. Okay, so that's what that is.
And no until yet.
He gonna come home in a couple hours. Shit. I mean, you can act like you just sleep. You ain't got to get. You gonna make me be bad. Where you at?
If the fact you said you gonna make me bad, if someone says that,
right?
They all say that, Bree. I told you. Listen, don't get it fucked up. Like, yeah, I love my girl, and I am totally 100. But I am not gonna act like I didn't have a fuck boy lifestyle for a long time.
In my backsliding days.
Come on, man. I done fucked plenty of these bitches broads. And I call them bitches because a real nigga be like, man, whatever. I know what I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to just do me and just cut it off. A lot of them niggas was bitches. These niggas was crying and fighting over this whole, she don't want you.
Oh,
She
shit.
don't want you. Yet now y'all acting like these bitches do. Like when you see a bitch don't want you, man, you gotta go. And I'm only saying that because I live this life. I'm not telling y'all something I don't know. I had to realize, man, this bitch don't want you.
Yeah.
I mean, it is different when a woman don't want a man. They will be like, don't take your love away, begging and all that. But at the end of the day, um, you knew what you were doing. If you're getting to the point where she's blatantly cheating and you get caught, because she can cheat on you for 20 years and you won't know it. So if you find out about it, she wanted you to. And
Yeah, man.
so that means
Or I'll flip it this way. She didn't want you to find out, but she glad you did.
Yeah. Now
it could
now stress off of her chest.
it gets either the person she been cheating with 20 years got on some fuck shit, or she just quit caring. It was one or the other. Because a woman, I don't think women, now I don't know no woman that has done that, but I wouldn't put it past nobody that's done it, but we can. It's not hard. It wouldn't be hard. That shit'll be routine, clockwork. It would go off without a hitch. But you know what I mean? If
I done seen some motherfuckers do some crazy shit to niggas. I'd be like, God damn.
yeah.
I didn't have no crazy shit done to me. I was just a dumb nigga. Like I was just going through the phase of like, when you love somebody, you don't let them go. I was on my Donnell Jones shit. Like, so I'm glad, but I've seen niggas just go on they just on a tangent. And I'm like, God damn, this bitch don't want you, my nigga.
But that's the thing with men too, because they'll sit there and act hard and they homeboy come around, and then when they leave, they on the phone after the hoping and the praying, you know.
You know what? And I hate that because we are like taught that way, Bree. Like, man, like niggas would be they'll act super tough in front of everybody, would be soft as shit. I'm
love you.
glad that I always thought it was just hard to spread. My mama always said, man, you got to be emotional. Sometimes I be yelling at niggas and they be like, why you yelling? I'm like, nigga, because I'm passionate. Like I just always was emotional that way. Like these niggas ain't that way. So it you know what I'm saying? It fuck up they psyche. They psyche when they have to be vulnerable about some shit. I've been vulnerable my whole motherfucking life. I grew up in abuse. Bitch, I don't know nothing but vulnerability. But what I ain't gonna let you do is whoop my ass, because that's the trauma. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's
yeah.
what it is. Yeah. All right. So that was a Vine. Don't take your love away. Bree, do you have any last words?
I do want to say something about I'm sorry. I want to say something about both of these two cases that I'm ready to be over with, but I'm slightly entertained with the Johhny Depp one.
Okay.
I hope Blac gets what she deserves, because you bitches was wrong, and I said it probably 6 times today. Y'all was wrong for hooking y'all little sister up with my baby daddy. That was wrong.
Right.
/ fiance, because they was
Last
engaged at the time.
my baby was a baby. He wasn't even one.
Man.
Y'all was wrong for that. Y'all need to, and then after y'all do end up having to pay her something, I don't care if it's $5 million. Leave this bitch alone, because she's making y'all like this is the one person that ain't letting y'all get away with it, and she's winning it. Because y'all did that, but she got your brother looking stupid. Now he is single daddy. Leave her alone.
Yeah, let her be the new poor. Because like having $5 million, she's gonna be the new poor.
I mean, you know what I mean? Even if that's all they end up paying her, y'all still end up paying her. You know what I mean? Like, regardless. Yes, it's below what I'm asking, but I still got to leave her alone. That's what I want to say on that. Let her be. Let her and Rob do their thing. And then on this Johnny Depp shit. After this case, I'm not going to be surprised. And I pray anybody that's going through these things, drug use, abuse, domestic abuse, uh, it is men that do get beat, as we see, and won't hire y'all bitch back.
Yeah.
Which is good. I'm glad because he could have easily karate chopped her throat, but he didn't.
Yeah, I
So,
just had to pay money because I'd have had that bitch ass whooped.
so these situations are real. But I just hope after this that this woman doesn't take lengths and do something drastic to herself or to somebody else. Because she is, to me, if the allegations come back, and we do have a lot of evidence presenting itself, basically saying that you are this person and you're horrible. But if for some chance some twist of fate happened and it come out, it's reasons on why you did these things. Like, well, he peed in my shoes, so I shit it in his bed. If it, anything like that you can a glimmer of hope for you, I hope it's something. If not, you need to get some help.
Bree, that's why you was always A1 for me, man. You would always give me something where I'd be like, fuck.
What?
It has to be, I agree with you, it has to be something. But that scenario was, oh man, listen, I got a real tear in my eye. That shit was good. That was, oh man. I don't understand. Like, I wish I had a time machine. You should have been a lawyer, man. Like, I would have paid for that. I would have paid for you to do that.
Oh God! All right.
God damn, like, man, the way you do the way you word shit, and then hit a nigga with a punchline and don't even be trying to is fucking hilarious. You don't even know your timing.
I can't see y'all, so I just got y'all on regular speaker. You know what I mean? So now I'm looking at
You have no idea how good your timing is.
You're gonna have to run this back into that part because we was dead.
Well, but yeah, that was my thought. That's my thought because that's the only I could see.
I respect that thought.
That's the only way to make it logical. I get it. So first, give a shout out to Ashley. She's watching. Hey, Ash. I usually don't do final thoughts, but today I feel it in my spirit that I should say that if someone is not responding to you reaching out after so long, let it go. Just let it go. Go live your life. Hopefully your life is fulfilling and everything is right in the world. But don't continually harass. Well, I wouldn't say harass, but yeah, harass could be used as an adjective. But don't continually reach out to someone who is clearly ignoring you. Just let the shit go. Let the shit go. So yeah, that's my only final thought.
Who hurt you? Who has hurt you?
No, it's not personal. It's not personal.
No, okay.
So I just feel like some people don't grasp that concept to just leave it alone. Especially like these companies, like they keep sending you text messages and you have not emptied your cart yet. I'm not going to. So leave me alone. Quit sending text messages trying to give me 10% off. That's not even the full amount of the tax.
Wow. Listen, for anybody that doesn't have to go through these problems that Lindsay goes through, listen, Lindsay's on a whole nother level. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and pull the what they say. I'm gonna pull the rabbit out the fucking hat. Lindsay is doing pretty well in her life and her age. And she has she be putting shit in carts and she don't even be giving a fuck. Sometimes you forget they in there.
No,
And sometimes these motherfuckers be coming at her like, hey, what you gonna do with this? And what you gonna do with that? And she like, motherfucker, I get to it when I want to, because this is the reality that she's living.
No, sometimes I stalk websites and I might put stuff in the cart just to see how much it'll total, and then go on about my business. That's all. Like,
again, you do more than most people do, because I can guarantee you, it's a million people right now saying, "You do what? Like you put shit in the cart?
I put
Like
shit
you
in the
just
cart.
you just try to see what it costs."
Just to see.
I'm not even worried about what it costs. I know I ain't got it, bitch. That's what they doing right now.
You are silly.
All right, dang. I just gonna shoot
level
down my little
That's why I
final
tell
thought.
y'all, she's our be all, see all. Listen, I don't do that. She does that. I'm telling y'all.
Put stuff in
Hey.
the
She is in a she's in a good place. She's in a good space. Y'all probably want to get like her. Like I'm just saying, get like Lindsay.
I mean, yeah. No, you ain't never did that though, Lily, to see if they gonna give you a discount or how much stuff costs.
On God, I ain't.
Sometimes they do send you a little discount.
I've never been through that situation. I'm feeling, because if I ever put anything in a cart, I'm feeling like I can afford it. I've never put anything in a cart.
No, see, the thing is, you got to see, when you play that game, you put the shit in the cart, and then whatever promo, whatever, you see how much it is, because sometimes they don't tell you until you put the shit in the cart how much the promo actually is. So you put the shit in the cart, and then if it's still like, yeah, I'll think about it or whatever, the stuff is still in the cart. Next thing you know, you get an email or a text message saying, hey, you left something in your cart. Here go an extra code for like free shipping or 10% off or something like that. Like they'll send that to you. Like,
is this something that you really want? Because if I really want it, I just put it, because I just know I'm gonna pay for it.
I mean, I might want it, I might not. It's just me. I'm like,
I ain't never did that.
Like,
I know what y'all talking about the discount and shit, because sometimes I'll put something in the cart and I'll continue shopping, and then I'll get an email to say I get 10% off on something. I ain't never just left shit in the cart.
Yeah, I'll leave shit in a cart, and then probably like maybe about a half hour to an hour later, I might get an email or a text message saying, hey, you got left something in your cart. Here go another promo code. But if it's something I really want, more than likely it's something that's limited. So I'm gonna have to get it right there. And then with the price of it, they're probably already giving me free shipping anyway.
Right. That's how I only do that with stuff that I don't want it.
Yeah, you niggas got money, because I just be like, only time I put anything in the cart is because I already budgeted it in. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
If it's something like, if I'm on a website and I'd be like, oh, that's cute. Oh, they got it in my size. Oh, I'll put it in the cart. It ain't that big of a deal. But like, if it's something like my Ivy Park shit, now I gotta get that as soon as it dropped. Like, I gotta get that. I don't give a damn. But like, if it's something,
I'm a weird fucking Jewish type nigga with money. Like I push money aside, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I got like $75 to just play with on what I want. And I end up just buying socks, because that's what you can afford with only $75 fucking dollars.
Man, the way this shit is nowadays, that's why you got to play that game with them. Like, I've been doing this shit for years, especially like with my shoes that are not like tennis shoes. I have to play that game with them, because my shoe size, they don't make that many in my shoe size. So I have to play that game with them, you know. So, but I can't play it too hard with the shoes because they don't make that many in my size. Like,
right.
They sent that code one time, like, do you want this shit or not, bitch?
Yeah.
And,
like, but my thing is, they'll send you the damn code like days later. Obviously, I don't care about the shit. Don't quit sending me codes.
I've got that. I just don't even look at it. I just be like, nah, because I'm not even on verge of even looking at this website, so I don't care.
Yeah. Or I bought one thing from the website. You still sending me promos for the website 5 months later. Like at that point, I'm going ahead and unsubscribe because y'all doing too much. So, and then the one time when you do use the codes after they sent them to you for days, when you do try to use them on your cart, that damn code be expired. You'll be like,
so you don't error code, error code or something.
Then you gotta wait for another code to come. Like it's a game. It's a game. But
all right, so
stuff, Lily, because we be looking at shop. I mean, I know every woman and man do get on here and shop, but it might be a little different with women.
Yeah, it probably is a little different with women.
Yeah, I definitely don't shop like that.
Yeah,
man, I probably would have to, man, because my brother shops crazy. Like that nigga shops. That nigga he has so many clothes that like sometimes I'll be finding whole drawers that he ain't even opened up. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what type of nigga is you? Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand like how people are so frivolous with their money. Like,
yeah, I got drawers that I ain't wore yet, and I've had them for probably like a year and a half. I got outfits I've had for years and still got the tags on them. Like it gets bad, and then like it gotta be a really big ticket item for me to send it back because I'll just give it away before I send it back because it's a hassle to send back.
It do be a hassle to send back to get your money back.
Then they make you pay for shipping. Like it's.
I just don't understand. Whatever I get because it's in usage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I buy new drawers because the drawers I got holes in.
To see when a dude got like 2 or 3 unopened pair of drawers and socks, and then the stuff that you are wearing ain't holy, it really makes my day. That means you care about the environment.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part because the dude with the holy draws will talk shit about the chick with the holy draws. Like your draws got to be practically brand new.
I would never. I would never, but I'm just a different type of nigga. Like I do know this. Like if it's a hole in my drawers, I gotta throw them away and get some more drawers. I do know that. At the same time, I'm just not. I don't have the I guess the idealistic way of always like having certain things like that. Like I'm like, what do you need an abundance for drawers for? You ain't never opened. Like all my drawers need to be used.
I feel
like,
I feel that too. And I mean the reason I don't really have a good reason why I have drawers I haven't worn yet. Is just I have drawers I haven't worn yet. That's it.
I have drawers I haven't worn yet because one, and I have like so many different reasons. What if I'm in a rush and like, dang, all my like real drawers I be wearing, everything's dirty. I ain't washed in months. I got something to throw on and I ain't got to run to the store and buy nothing.
You ain't washed in months?
I mean, I don't know. Them scenarios.
I got months worth of drawers that I don't have to wash like that.
Y'all have months worth of drawers.
Absolutely.
Like y'all have a whole load worth of drawers.
I have a chest of drawers, and I have a my very top drawer is one of those thin ones, but then the 2 up under are nothing but drawers.
Yeah, you have you have either you have a big drawer, like a long big drawer. If it's big enough to where it's basically 2 little drawers, that's all underwear only. That's it. And the shit's gonna be rolled up. Some of it's gonna be in a package. Then I might have some in a package not open because what if I got a homegirl that come over and be like, dang, I ain't got no drawers and I need to take a shower. Here you go. Ain't even open. You can take a pick which one you want out the thing. They rolled up with the tape on them. I got Hanes. I got some Victoria's Secrets with the tags. What's your flavor? What do you suggest?
Yeah.
It depends.
Like, excuse me. And now I'm to the point where I'm super sensitive, so I have to wash all my underwear before I even wear it.
Oh yeah. Nowadays I ain't I had quit buying underwear from Victoria's Secret and stuff because I got tired of washing it first before I wore it because I used to want to wear it when I bought it. You know what I mean? So
Right. You want to pop
I
the
was
tag,
buying,
but you can't.
yeah, I was buying a lot of Hanes and shit that already came prepackaged.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Like if it's brand new, I gotta wash it. Period.
Well, yeah, I've seen some things, but if
Yeah,
they
that's how my girl is. I'll be like, that's weird. That shit came in a whole package. Like, just put the shit on.
or
Yeah.
with or
No,
with
it's just the way that a woman's body is
people
because
here, dude.
I just can't do it no more. Like my skin is super sensitive. I can't do it no more.
People
Yeah, I just ain't been to. I just throw drawers on. Like, I just be like,
and
snap
I
them out the
used to be
package,
that way.
throw them bitches on.
like
Yeah.
Victoria and stuff like that, they be out in the open. People with a different color hue of European descent
They
sometimes,
put them
and
all on them.
they used to think that you could try draws on and put them back.
What?
Oh yeah. At Victoria's Secret in Pink, I've had a homegirl. We worked at the job. She worked there. She told us a lot of those type of women would try those underwears on and try to put them back. Yeah. Yes.
There's no
Be like,
way.
Bitch, you own these
Then
now.
don't
These are
come
yours.
on. And this is gonna be their
exactly. And then
excuse. I tried them
the
on.
bathing suits
Yep.
too. And the
Yep.
bathing suits, it's illegal because they have a piece of tape in that area. So it's illegal now if you remove the tape before you purchase them because you're not supposed to try them on without the tape. But that tape is like this big. It's not long.
Yeah, and it's not trustworthy. You still gotta watch it. That don't mean nothing because they could
Yeah,
have took.
and on top of that, the tape leaves adhesive because I've had a couple bathing suits where I still had to wash them before I could even wear them because that tape leaves adhesive. And if you think a regular pair of underwear is gonna fuck me up, what you think some bathing suits with adhesive right there gonna do?
That
Like,
is fucking fucked up. That is nasty as fuck.
I
yeah, it's a cold world being a woman.
those not just for draws because y'all don't all y'all have to wear is draws. Imagine if dudes had to
Yeah,
wear draws too. That'd be funny.
yeah. Like we just listen. I could literally just wear some boxer briefs and just go to a pool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cold world being a woman.
Yes.
It's a cold world.
Like I got designs on this shit. I don't give a fuck. Like my dick print hanging out. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can't do none of that shit.
No.
No, y'all can have print for days, but if somebody inadvertently has a camel toe, they the laughing stock of the world for the next week.
Or the niggas all over them trying to get hurt. What y'all about to do later?
Right,
Oh,
right.
we get shitted on too. I be telling niggas all the time, like, boy, like, really watch the, you know what I'm saying, the drawers and the pants you got on. Because if you got one of them little dicks that your balls hang lowered in, like, bro, like, you gonna get talked about. Like,
Man, why was I watching Jersey Shore, like one of the old school Jersey Shore episodes? And it was in season 3, so they was back on the shore. And Snooki and the other meatball, I forgot her name. They was at a bar, they was day drinking, and this one dude he came up to him with shots or whatever, and he was like, they was like, "Are you gonna drink with us?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll go get a shot for me or whatever." When he left, he had on these shorts. They was like, "Oh my god, his shorts are so short. You can see his print, blah blah blah." And they like zoomed in on the shorts and everything. So when he came back and he sat down with them, and they start talking about his shorts. They made him stand up and everything. I was like, damn, they was so thorough with the shit. Like,
yeah, motherfuckers be making sure. Hey, man, motherfuckers, hey, these bitches is weird, man. Hey, man, some of these bitches is weird.
Man, that shit was crazy. I was like, they are so thorough. And he stood there, stayed with the whole conversation or whatever. But I would have been like, man, you bitches is crazy, and walked off. Like, y'all not about to just talk about my print like that. Like,
yeah, they will analyze that shit.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I know some girls that they talk about niggas so bad it don't make no sense. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, bro, how can you tell by looking at this nigga's jeans like this? They run a whole scenario down. And I'll be like, hey, I gotta stop talking to y'all. Y'all ruining my vibe. Like, now I'm judging this nigga, and why am I judging this nigga? Right. Why the fuck am I over here judging this guy?
Right. Women have vivid imaginations. We'll have a whole situation played out in our head by the time you come back from getting a drink. Like, yeah, it's tough. But what is Jerry's final thoughts?
Yeah, that was shit. We had a whole scenario of
We
crazy
did.
shit that just happened right now.
Yeah.
But
We are now all closer as a unit.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So you're welcome. Yes.
that is beautiful. Uh nah, my Jerry's final thoughts are real easy and real simple. As we see the things that's happening with us, man, I think what we really have to do is just really get into the big picture of we're getting influenced and we're getting lied to. We're getting into a situation where entertainment is bigger than reality, and we got to stop that. Young, old, this transcends age and race and all that. We get to a situation where we're so caught up in who we think is supposed to be famous is doing. We don't we don't even know who is really pulling the strings. And we really need to stop that at one point. We really need to be aware, but we can't let them know we're aware. Uh, I don't see that right now. I just see us being, excuse me, totally unaware of what's going on. Uh, we really need to start doing that. Like, I implore everybody. I keep saying this transcends age and race. Uh, this is just real shit. Like, stop letting um, everything influence you where you don't see everything that's influencing you. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's my Jerry's final thought. Like, I ain't saying be a woke nigga. I'm just saying be aware.
Okay. Okay. I understand the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was episode 44 of the Ish We Talk. Tune in next week for episode 45. Bye.
Exactly.